vocal line, what's wrong? Ain't you got out yet? Ain't you that Willie Benz pushing slash Melvin's back? Nigga, please, in the hills of Beverly, you find us heavily. Slinging dick to Pamela Anderson, bitches steadily. Locks, when we ball this pay-per-view, y'all. Straight movie, bleed C3s, wild woozy. Now, gentlemen, do we have to get into some gangster shit for me to get paid? I'ma saw y'all just get sprayed. Está muerto, as a nail, but on point though. I blast up the loca for skimming on my coca. Locked, in total control and power. And everything you see us with in videos be out. She can't afford it, so you play a hate. I see your logic. My coat 1500, keep your army in the closet. As long as LOX keep giving you what you need, we gon' take it there, nigga. As we lock, when we ball this pay-per-view.
Yeah. New lock. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yo, you already know what I'm here for. Therefore, LOX be the niggas that I care for. Holding down this foundation, Mr. Jason. Ball head, baby station, I stay lacing. When you pay good, you play good, stay good. I'ma get this money while these fake thugs stay hood. Why wouldn't I be stacking franks? 15 in the clip while you packing shanks. Iron swingers, hair triggers, fed bitters, real niggas, the little kids still diggers. Next time be careful who you bring drama to. Speakerphone in the Suburban with 6 monitors. Padlock everything, still to the top. We ain't gon' stop, we just gon' squeeze through the top. Narrow, loot, bounce in the coupe with no trouble. All my niggas bubble like goose or geese. Nautical fleece, it ain't nothing, but now I can drop 25 on a piece. Butter Nats do it with whoever. Who you kidding? Back to back like Green on the other side of Clinton. Shock treatment for them cats who can't freak it. We keep them dusted, that's why they always try to leak it. But peep it, that weak shit, you can keep it. We tryna sell all the real units we can eat with.
Fetch out. The whole bap. My nigga Puff Daddy. Derek Angelady. My nigga Young Lord.
Fuck the cars and the clothes, sex in the bitch. Focus on life and niggas that run thick like a pack of wolves with tools. We all live through. A chance I can drown, I ain't jumping in the pool, I ain't a fool. Fucking with the guineas and the moles when the money's making me hot. I move where it's cool. A pigment is just a figment. You never seen my ghost move through the LOX triangle pyramid. This is for the captains like who's the locks. Better float up the Yonkers, nigga choose a block. Got Arabic, Ricans, Jews and
serving more than 20 years for 14 murders. But instead of lying low, he couldn't seem to stay away from New York.
He's been seen riding around Harlem most of the time. You know, he's been seen down in Harlem a lot.
In addition to the murder convictions, Alpo was widely believed to have turned on many of his former associates.
Hey, salute to the chat, man. Shout out to Trizzy. Shout out to Buddy Lee. I see you, Buddy Lee, man. One love to the kid folks, man. Buddy Lee, one love to you for real, homie. Shout out to No Bat. You feel me? Shout out to Trap Media.
It's getting out of hand.
He said, I think the story cap.
Everyone seems to have a gun right now.
Sources tell me that Alpo may have been shot while sitting in his car further down the block and then tried to drive away to escape. Investigators will be looking at forensic evidence.
Hey, first of all, man, let's just do this part right here, gang. I ain't gonna cap, bro. Hey, I see all you dudes out there, bro. Shout out to Wave Star in the building. I see all you niggas speaking about this Alpo-ish. I ain't hating on nobody. I ain't coming at nobody sideways. You feel me? In fact, let me put the other screen on right quick. I gotta be honest, y'all. We gonna be some honesty being done in this part right here. Hold on, let me put Alpo up on the screen. Shout out to Alpo, man. We gonna be honest about this, y'all. It might get a little bit uncomfortable for y'all, but you niggas be capping, bro. A lot of you so-called street bloggers out there, you real niggas out there, the real steppers out there, it's okay, bro. We ain't mad at you, bro. If you wanna cry for this man, Alpo, go cry, man. Quit faking the funk, bro. Shout out to SK8 Board Productions. Said hit that like button on the way in, gang. Salute, gang. You niggas be lying, bro. When my bro got killed, y'all all got to see me up on this whole crying for my bro. It don't matter if my bro was a rat, a real nigga, or this and that. I love the man. He never was a rat, but I'm just bringing you feel me, some type of points. I lost the nigga, bro. Like, and that hurt me, bro. Fuck what the world think. But you monkey see, monkey do type niggas who play, and I'm not going to try to curse at all in this type of live. Not you capping. I think the system is, if it's smart, if you the feds and he wanted it, man, that man ain't disappeared. Hey, Trap Media, salute to you. Alpo, bro, like, who is Alpo running away from? You feel me, Trap? that man is gonna live forever, even in death. That man punked every so-called street niggas out there. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Like, the man died for real, bro. Now, who killed Alpo? I ain't out here to tell y'all it was the niggas who he educational purpose killed, they loved ones and all that. Now they came and got revenge. Alpo is a bank. He's a walking, talking, breathing bank. You don't know who this dude was connected to. You don't know when he gave information on such and such, or he messed up the play, maybe even for dirty, corrupted officials, maybe for politicians. You don't know who was messing with this dude. So we're going to talk about later who possibly could have killed Alpo, but Trap Media, you could write that 1,000 times. That man, in fact, when they found Alpo's body, they found his witness protection name. Bruh, like, no disrespect to you, Trap Media. Why would Alpo wait now to go missing in action? Bro, he been on witness protection for damn near 10 years, bro. What are you talking about? I'm not even mad at you, but I need y'all to make, you know what I'm saying? I need you to call in too, bro. I got love for you, but you got to be one of the niggas that call in. In 15 to 20 minutes, we're going to do a call-in show. But it's too, bro, like, my mind ain't even thinking like that. No disrespect to you. No, my nigga. The nigga ain't being hidden in no witness protection, bruh. Alpo got killed by the police, educational purpose. Wavestar, I think he did, though, but let's not worry about who he got killed by right now. I look at some of you bloggers affiliated with Alpo. No disrespect, but where's your videos? Where's your videos giving praise to Alpo right now? Nah, keep all that energy, bro, even after he got killed, bro. Where is your energy to speak about Alpo right now? That's kind of brazy, bro. I seen Alpo. No, he hasn't. He came out of witness protection in 2019. Sharon, that's good. That ain't what we talking about. He's in. You said no, he didn't. Never. He didn't. He never came to Brooklyn. Sharon, shut the fuck up. Respectfully. Yes, the nigga did. Are you crazy? I lived in New York before I got family. What the fuck are you? See, I said I'm not going to curse. I can't stand. Why are you even arguing about whether he went to Brooklyn or not? That ain't what the fuck we talking about. You people be picking small issues to take the topic away. Wake up and watch the show. The nigga went everywhere parts of New York. I don't know where the fuck you been at. I've been up on Outpost since he's been doing New York celebrations and even Washington, D.C. celebrations since he came home. Where the hell you been at? Because you ain't connected don't mean you get to tell us we lying and we don't know what. They even found his not witness protection, but the name witness protection gave him when they got his body. I don't give a fuck if he was in witness protection or not. He has a witness protection name still with the government. You don't erase that. So no, he is not hiding. He is not out the woodworks trying to, not be seen. Alpo he ain't scared of nobody. We're gonna get the witness protection part out of Sharon said go off yourself. And I'm gonna put you on timeout while your bitch ass keep watching me. Look at you, you hurt right now. You gonna cry like a mother effort and you gonna still be watching. Now shut the fuck up. If you wanted to have this exclusive information, go create a YouTube channel, clown. You know all the answers. Go work for the police department, clown. Tell me who else is in the feds. Who else is in witness protection? Fucking clown. This clown really just said, no, he didn't go to Brooklyn. The nigga was everywhere, clown. Now sit your clown ass down and watch the show from behind the bushes, clown. Now let's continue back. Shout out to Lovey. Shout out to Justin, Michigan in the building. Shout out to everybody, man. I know this is early in the afternoon. I should have started this at night, but I'm gonna rock out right now. Clown ass motherfucker getting mad because trying to tell me about what I'm connected to. And no, he didn't. He never been to Brooklyn. Get your clown ass on somewhere. The same motherfucker was scared to say Alpo name. Now he dead. You got a lot to say. No, I don't want to hear from you. I've been calling out Alpo and giving him props for the last how much years now? Dismiss yourself. Alpo was fearless but not untouchable. He wasn't untouchable, but I'm sorry. The fearless part made all these street niggas shut the hell up, bro. Let me keep going. I ain't gonna let no troll take me off my pivot. Let me take this big puff right quick. This nigga Alpo been home all day. All these monkey educational purpose, monkey see, monkey do type folks out here, everybody the big dog now. Everybody got, oh, he never went to Brooklyn. Shut the fuck up. Alpo went where he wanted to go. I know he wasn't untouchable. Where your death show he wasn't untouchable. But I don't want to hear nothing about scary. No, you motherfuckers didn't say nothing when this man was walking around. I watch y'all. Salute to Jamel Fareed. Hey Jamel, come like 2 more times on the show so you can get that wrench. I be seeing you on other people's platform. You be supporting me too. I rock with you, fam. Shout out to Kids, Cynthia, T-Jack in the building, Kevin Moore. Motherfucker gonna tell me to off myself because I'm not goosebumps in the, clown ad. Ain't I been dropping official from all the celebrities that y'all watch? Ain't they been coming to me with exclusives? Now here come this motherfucker. He ain't never went to Brooklyn. Shut your weak ass up. You know how many of my people seen this nigga in Brooklyn? Seen him going through Canarsie? Bro, miss me with that, bro. All the way through Kings Plaza, going all the way back to Harlem, bro. Because you don't know don't mean you need to speak. Shut up. Everybody who's connected to Alpo know I ain't capping. That's why I ain't trying to get into all that. Everybody in the city know what I'm saying right now. Shout out to Samuel Beasley. Rick James say the fact that he survived for this long is crazy. Thank you, bro. Shaw VD say bless one was good. I see you, fam. Kevin Moore said everybody was scared when he was alive. Now that he's dead, those niggas coming out now. Exactly. That's why I don't know if that was a girl or a dude, but I got them the F out of here. No, he left witness protection. I never said the nigga is a witness protection nigga, but witness protection gave the nigga a fake name. Clown. In fact, let's play the news report for the clown. When they found Alpo in that truck dead, they found him with his witness protection name. And I never said Alpo was scared. I'll put on my life. He wasn't scared of none of these niggas. Hold on, y'all.
Lord, Alpo Martinez shot and killed on the streets of Harlem. He was a larger-than-life figure who seemed to defy death. Fox 5's Lisa Evers goes over who he was and why he might have had a long list of enemies.
He was one of the city's most notorious drug dealers, famous since the 1980s for his murderous ways and mountains of cash and drugs, immortalized in dozens of rap songs and the movie Paid in Full. But it all came to an end for Alpo Martinez right here on the streets of Harlem, right where it all began. These are exclusive photos of Alberto Alpo Martinez on previous visits to Harlem in recent years. But his latest visit turned out to be his last. On Sunday, about 3:20 a.m., police were called to Frederick Douglass Boulevard near West 147th Street. A dark red pickup truck crashed into parked cars. The driver was shot 5 times in the chest through the car window and killed.
I heard 5 shots, 1 and then 4 consecutive shots after that.
It was Alpo, but his driver's license and other IDs had his witness protection name of Abraham Rodriguez with a Louis.
Okay, what name did they say Alpo got? It said he had his witness protection name. Where's that clown Sharon who was in the room? I'm mad that I put them on a timeout or blocked them. I wish that clown was still in the room. You clown ass motherfucker. We don't listen to clowns like you. You got a lot to say to so-called bloggers, but you ain't out here speaking it because you know you full of shit. Now let's continue again.
License and other IDs.
After that.
It was Alpo, but his driver's license and other IDs had his witness protection name of Abraham Rodriguez with a Lewiston, Maine address. The murder scene stretched for blocks up to 151st Street. Alpo had been given a new identity when he was released from a Colorado Supermax prison in 2015 after serving more than 20 years for 14 murders. But instead of lying low, he couldn't seem to stay away from New York.
He's been seen riding around Harlem most of the time. You know, he's been seen down in Harlem a lot.
In addition to the murder convictions, Alpo was widely believed to have turned on many of his former associates in order to shave years off what could have been a life sentence. There is no shortage of people who may have wanted payback.
Other than him being who he is, just seems to be a thing with guns going on that everyone's, it's getting out of hand with the guns. Everyone seems to have a gun right now.
Sources tell me that Alpo may have been shot while sitting in his car further down the block and then tried to drive away to escape. Investigators will be looking at forensic evidence as well as surveillance video to get a clearer picture of what really happened. In Harlem, I'm Lisa Evers, Fox 5 News.
This notorious drug lord, Alpo Martinez, shot and killed on the streets of Harlem. He was a larger-than-life figure who seemed to defy death. Fox 5's Lisa Evers goes over who he was and why he might have had a long list of enemies.
He was one of the city's most notorious drug dealers, famous since the 1980s for his murderous ways and mountains of cash and drugs, immortalized in dozens of rap songs and the movie Paid in Full. But it all came to an end for Alpo Martinez right here on the streets of Harlem, right where it all began. These are exclusive photos of Alpo Martinez on previous visits to Harlem in recent years. But his latest visit turned out to be his last. On Sunday, about 3:20 a.m., police were called to
Hey, I ain't gonna cap to y'all. Salute to all of y'all, but I ain't gonna cap, bro. I don't care what nobody says. I'm gonna say something that might upset so-called gangsters. I personally thought I was supposed to call Alpo a rat. I was supposed to dirty his name. I was supposed to do all that. I watched with my eyes for years, even while he was locked up. Bro, I'm in my 30s now, bro. I watched even before I was a teenager, bro. I don't want to hear what none of y'all got to say. Before I was a teen, I know the story of Alpo. I'm a Florida boy. You might as well call me a New York boy too, or a Georgia boy. My family is everywhere, bruh. I know the story of Alpo before the movie. I was in Job Corps when the movie Paid in Full came out. Shout out to Dame Dash and all the actors involved in it. I was in Job Corps when that came out. We been knew who Alpo was, the Rich Porter stories, even before battle rap bloomed to what it is now. To watch you niggas jump out to work and make me, bro, all the fights that I got into, I'm not no thug, gang. My family is like that. I know how to be like that when it come time. I ain't gonna act like I was a goody two-shoe. I did some wrong things out here. Cause if you from the hood, even if you the nerd or the square from the hood, you gonna get your hands dirty. If your family out there like that, you're gonna get your hands dirty. If every single one of the killers was your best friends growing up, you gonna get your hands dirty. If every nigga in the streets found certain ways to eat and your stomach was hungry too, even though your pops was a pastor, what you think my hungry stomach tell was about to do? Yeah, I ain't gonna even go in details. No cap on my kid's life. Every square I know from these neighborhoods, there was like a little Alpo in the making. But I watch you niggas not say anything to what he did. Whether the killing of Rich Porter or shout out to Fathead, Gary or whatever, or what he did to Wayne. He put Wayne up in there, bruh. I didn't see none of you niggas say nothing, bruh. Man, Wayne Perry I'm talking about. I don't care if they say he flows, if he likes men or girls. I don't want to know about them rumors. I know Wayne Perry, none of y'all will laugh in his face. The real Omar from The Wire, facts. And Alpo was a dude who made dudes like that get shaky around him. Alpo was the real life Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michael Myers. The nigga was charismatic, smooth, bruh. I'm a black nigga. You know, I'm finding out I got Cubans and all like that in my family. But Alpo, I see him like a black American / Haitian / Jamaican. He's a melanated brother that knew how to use his mind to right. I see him play you niggas and put fear in you niggas' heart. I seen all you real so-called street niggas out here. You talk all that, but you niggas didn't say nothing about that man name. You niggas jumped out the woodwork, 6'9" this and 6'9" that. No pun intended. And I watched. Didn't say nothing. I'm like, Alpo been home for a minute. I don't even like my co-host Bullets, my old co-host Bullets Gotti like that. But the only niggas that was calling out Alpo was me, Bullets Gotti, and it was two more people. I can't say. What's his name? You have no honor. Damn, I can't even say my man's name right. King Erner. It was me, Bullets Gotti, King Erner, and it was a fourth person. I can't say the fourth person name. It was just us. Shout out to Killer Kev. He said glorifying rats. Nah, I'm gonna speak to you, Killer Kev. Salute to you. You can say it's all that, Killer Kev. We ain't glorifying rats. We putting niggas that didn't say nothing about rats on blast. Shout out to you, Killer Kev, but I don't give a damn what no gangster out there is saying, what nobody want to speak that rah-rah. I didn't see nobody. It's too late. Salute to the OGs and all of y'all out there, but it's way too late. I don't even know if that's the real Killer Kev, because the real Killer Kev got my phone number. So I think the real Killer Kev, he got a damn, whatchamacallit, he got a moderator wrench. So even if that's the real one or fake one, respectfully and humbly to you, gangster, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, bro. I sat and watched you niggas, all you niggas, not say nothing about the legend Alpo when he would say, you goddamn right, I'ma glorify him. He ain't no rat to me. Like let's play what he said. He ain't no rat to me, because when I went against Alpo, where was you niggas at? When it was only me, Bullets Gotti, and I just said the other man's name. King Erner, We all got called out. Niggas hitting dislikes on the videos. I don't want to hear none of that now. What I'm doing is playing psychological warfare. None of that mean nothing to me, man. Lord, you fake gangsters, please stop. Bless one speaking the truth. Shout out to Shades Editor. I don't know if people is fake gangsters, but I don't want to hear none of that. Killer Kev is locked up, I believe. Nah, I know that's a troll. Killer Kev got my phone number. If this troll was smart, he would know Killer Kev rocked with me. And even if Killer Kev said that, ain't nothing wrong with that. Me and Killer Kev, if that was the real one, which is not, me and Killer Kev done spoke like men behind the scene and on the camera, and it's me being truthful. No gangster could tell me shit about Alpo right now. Respectfully to everybody and all the thugs out there, shut the hell up right now. I don't want to hear it. That nigga put fear in a lot of y'all hearts. You all got a lot to say. No, I don't want to hear it. He's not a rat to me according to y'all street rules, not me. I called the man out. Somebody said, who are you? Hey, Eric Desmond, I can tell you who I am. I'm the nigga your bitch ass is watching. And look, we just got rid of you and you will still be watching me. That's who the fuck I am. I'm just a nobody speaking to the earth right now. That's all I am. Now, I'm going to keep going in this right quick. It seems to me everybody got something to say. Alpo been doing radio shows, everything. You niggas was shaking in your Timberlands. Facts. I seen it, bro. I seen it, bro. Where was you niggas at, bro? You goofy, someone who killed. Shut up, nigga. You preaching church right now on a hip-hop channel. Take your stain tail out the way, bro. I gotta get rid of you too, bro. Look, the Christian channel is down the street that way, nigga. Nigga trying to lecture me about you preaching. You preaching about, shut the fuck up, nigga. The church is down the street, nigga. You ain't gonna stop church today, bro. This the streets church right now. But that other church you trying to speak that rah-rah fake-ish, stop clicking on videos speaking about Alpo, F-boy. If you down with this Christian values and all that, what are you doing clicking on the videos speaking about these issues? That bullshit don't work on me, gang. I ain't a YouTuber. I'm a nigga on YouTube. You keep forgetting that. Now let's go fast forward. Shout out to the beautiful Janice. You sitting here talking about ish. You don't know, okay. Oh man, nigga that, hey nigga, I find that all the failed YouTubers always got something to say. Woke rebels, go work on your YouTube channels. Have a great day, nigga. Let me see if that's the one, if he said, hold on, y'all. I'm just being fair, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to make, yo fam, what are you really saying? I'm telling the fuck boy to get out the way. T History say Haitians are untouchable. That's a lie. Clickbaiting. Let me see who says clickbaiting. This is my Cash App. T History. Hold on, y'all. I'm just watching. I don't want no food type ish to be going on in the chat. Hey, all my mods, salute to y'all. I'm gonna be real. Today, no food ish. Shout out to Knowledge, the God in the building. Lovely, Starvely, laughing. T History said the best clickbait on YouTube. Is that even the real T? That ain't the real T History. Somebody get this clown out of here. Somebody put a fake, cause T History got a moderator wrench. You see now I let the fuck boy put like 5 comments until I see where he going with this. Niggas ain't even funny no more. Hey, let's fast forward to this. Niggas can't tell me nothing about glorifying this and that. You goddamn right. I'ma let Alpo name live on, bro. I'ma let his name live on. You could fake the vibes and act like you mad. It don't mean nothing over here, gangster. Cause the truth is, Alpo was out here. Y'all said nothing. It was niggas like me saying something. Where were y'all? Now every nigga is the Roddy Rod Piper, bruh. Why they hating? They're not hating. It's trolls. Don't compare the trolls. This how you defeat the trolls. I need everybody watching because we ain't even start yet and we doing phone calls. I need y'all to hit the like button right quick. I get it that y'all want to hear it from me. I don't like saying it a lot because I expect when you come to somebody's house, you wipe your feet, or you come to your own house, you wipe your feet at the door. So wipe your feet at the door by hitting that like button right quick. Let's prove we don't got to beg for donations and all that. I'm going to continue that wave. Hit the like button right quick and let's go. I could care less. Fuck your opinion if you disagree with what I'm saying about Alpo. On God, I don't give a fuck. You could, nigga, you could, I'm about to have a baby right now. I don't need to hear your whole ass crying. Nigga, it sounds good. Let me play what Alpo been talking spicy to. Look, my niggas at a fashion show. You niggas ain't said shit. Niggas at fashion shows. Niggas going to DC, going to parties, bruh. Where the parties at? What you niggas on? Nigga, that means nothing to Bless One. You hear me, King? I made it this big on YouTube without kissing none of you monkey see, monkey do type niggas who come out the woodwork because you ain't had the heart your weak father didn't give you. Your weak grandfather didn't give you. You didn't have that heart to just come in that camera and be like, it is what it is. Nah, you dance with the go get along. The truth is, I'ma keep saying it. Niggas was scared of Alpo. And how y'all know it was the gangsters who dropped Alpo? You know how many corrupted cops allegedly them guys work with? So what about them niggas trying to get back for the money they lost? Hold on, let's go to shout out to Ultra Lit TV for doing this exclusive interview of Alpo. God damn, how much interviews Alpo did when he came home? How much interviews that nigga did when he came home, bruh? Niggas ain't said nothing. Let me listen to this right quick.
I'm not promoting being a rat, being a government witness. I'm promoting you get locked up, you do what you gotta do. I know some more in there 50, 60 years right now. I know people who I talk to, they say,
hold on, if that's the real OG product, salute to you. Boom, 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 boom. What's the Garage news today? Hey, shout out to OG product if that's the real one. Corrupted cops. Yeah, bro, you can't just say Alpo got killed by one of his ops. I know Alpo could get killed by anybody, but that's what's gonna make him a myth forever, bruh. Cause no matter who killed him, bruh, that nigga literally walked with a bravado. I don't know. Shout out to Fernando Ferguson. I fuck with you, Slim. Salute to you, King. Niggas want me to come cap. When I try to keep the codes up, I seen so many rats y'all picked and choose from, bruh. Before I keep getting on a rant, this is what Alpo gotta say to all you scary rappers who didn't say shit when he was out here. We ain't trying to hear from you now. This is what Alpo said to all you scary dudes who didn't have nothing to say about him. Listen.
Hey, listen, this, that, and other. Listen, you do what you got to do. I don't promote being a rat government witness. I promote do you. Because the code of the streets, that's where you're going to get poked up at. Because there is no code. Because what code is that you kill your mother against your mother because you trying to get at him? I didn't live by that code.
Okay.
So where the code at? I need the rule book.
All right, but that's what I'm saying. I want me and you to sit down and do a full-blown joint where you defend what you say. I want you to defend it.
Listen,
no,
I'm gonna walk
and
on my truth. And because at the end of the day, you call me a rat, government witness, whatever. Don't ever forget,
you're a
I'm
man.
still a man.
You know what I mean? But that's where I'm at.
You hear that, huh? Hey, gangsters, where you was at? You hear what that man said? You heard what Alpo, the legend, the king of New York. Oh, some niggas in New York gonna get mad at me. This ain't to everybody. The king of New York, the king of Harlem. I don't know, he one of them, but you heard what the man just said. So if you want to call me a rat, you want to call him all this and that, I'm still a man. 6ix9ine did less compared to what Alpo sat there and admitted to how many niggas he dropped. They got him for 14 bodies. Allegedly, I'm gonna still say allegedly, but we all heard the rumors. We all know what the alleged numbers really are. I ain't gonna go deep on this, but we all heard the rumors, how many people really allegedly got dropped or whatever. This is educational purpose. So if the feds is looking, get out of here with this, feds. This is educational purpose show we doing. This is satire. Facts. Now, back to Alpo. You feel me? The man sat there, bruh, and chin-checked a lot of niggas, bro. The nigga coming out of bodegas, sipping on tea like it ain't nothing. Nice mink coats. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Mink coats up in this motherfucker. Walking like he know he that nigga, bro. Nigga got better security than Obama himself, bruh. Nigga, all the bike parades. He's saying a lot, bro. Shout out to Jamel, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all mad at me? Am I not supposed to look at that and go, nah, that's the definition of power. A nigga that sits down there, he destroys organizations. He said, yeah, I killed him. Yup, I did it over here. And he's drinking coffee telling this story. Yup, I did this. And when I come home, I'm still going to be the king. I'm thinking this movie is just a movie. Motherfucker came home, still the king. I don't care what y'all say. Rest in peace to Rich Porter. That's a fact. I ain't got no beef into none of this. I'm not trying to make a debate whether he killed who or wrong. Which we're talking about to the people who got a lot to say. Where were they? That's who I'm talking to. If you the families of the victims, you got a right, you feel me, to go in, bro. Yo, I'm going live. Finish this live. I don't even think that's the real OG product. But if it is, salute to you, fam. Mellow BX say that's how gangster go out or life in prison. That's a fact, bro. Hey, all these people who create fake troll accounts, you know a lot of these people, they got my numbers and we in the DMs. Pause. So I don't believe that. I believe it's the real one. They would just hit me up. Jolie Sexy gave $1 trillion donation. Salute to you, fam. Thank you for that. I appreciate that, queen. And don't block the trolls who got fake people accounts. If they're not disrespecting, don't notice I didn't block none of them because they're not really disrespecting. You feel me? New York is back. Shout out to Vladimir Jean. New York never left though. James Kaiser said Alec Baldwin ain't sliding. He already there. Was it a prop? We all know it's pretty clear. He had no fear. Planned it on the set. Hit one in the chat. You know what? I don't want to go deep on that one, but I need to do a live about that one. When you look into the person that died and you see who they were connected to, I don't want to get deep in that right now. These conspiracies be crazy, bruh. Shout out to Lomo the Great. I see you, King. I'm getting two videos, sayo. O papéis again, lack of patience. Salute to you, King. Shavi D say RT, if 6ix9ine was next, he would have got it. All the black and Hispanic street legend music and community pillars that got taken down. Y'all realize 6ix9ine did none of the above. I mean, the reason I'm going on 6ix9ine, hey, to any Treyway members watching this live, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. This one might be a little bit too thorough for y'all. Y'all fucked up the bag. I don't want to hear y'all stories. Salute to y'all, but not no salute to y'all. I don't got no disrespect towards y'all, but I wouldn't tell no young nigga to look at y'all. Y'all fumbled the bag. What I say about Shotty, I stand on. Facts. Shotty fumbled the bag. You got this kid, Danny Hernandez, bringing this type of income. You having exclusive parties and all that on that nigga's income. You didn't think this nigga was going to overreact, whether he was a real one or not. Shout out to Snow Billy, who told me behind the scenes when he was hitting a nigga up that we actually allegedly jumped him in the gang for real. So whether y'all want to say 6ix9ine ain't gang, he actually got jumped in the gang for real. This is facts, allegedly. I don't want to go too deep on that, what I know. So it's like a lot of moves y'all did was like kind of shaky, bro. So the whole Treyway organization falling down, I don't want to hear it, bro. If any young nigga look at Treyway, look at what not to do if you are in them streets for real. If you are going to do business for real, bro. These niggas fumbled a bag. I don't want to hear it, bro. Now this nigga don't even have enough money to have an attorney to handle his situations. Where's all this gang when it comes to my bills? Hey, gang ain't got enough money or bread, bro. We got kids to pay too. Hey, I mean, Taxstone stood by the code, and then we found out Taxstone also, I'm not going to put that on his jacket. Let me fall back. That's what is according to what his attorney did, but it's almost like Rondo and C there. You feel me? What's the difference? Is Troy Ave the only nigga that's willing to cooperate? Or we love Taxstone so much, we ain't going to say nothing. And I respect Taxstone a lot. I ain't make no videos about that man yet. I don't put jackets on people, bro. I sit back and let it marinate, and when it go out there in the open, then I'll speak on it. So it ain't in the open yet. I'm gonna sit and wait on that one. You feel me? It's a lot of crazy things going on in the Taxstone case too. Who am I to give a hell who's a snitch or not, right? None of these niggas snitched on my bros. None of these niggas. I don't have no standards of things like that, meaning that that's y'all rap problem y'all gotta deal with. That's my new code. When I was younger, I used to think like y'all. The nigga who snitched on me, who we all looked up to, like he's this real nigga and all that. I'm getting in arguments with my mom and dad, skipping school, doing all that, rocking with the so-called real ones. I'm going on a date with a little chick right quick, and I go say hi to these niggas, and who told on me? These niggas. I don't want to hear this, bro. And I'm not one of the gangsters. On my kid's life, bro, I've seen this right in my eyes. A nigga that you know, you feel me? Not even in the interrogation room, and he folds on sight in front of you. And you looking at yourself like, you know what? I was mad, but I was proud of myself. All you niggas who get bullied in school and they call you a nerd in the square, give yourself a round of applause, man. I be sitting back looking at myself like, bro, you more thorough than some of these niggas, bro. Like, cause I sat there and knew what to do. I knew to play. I knew, bro, you need to speak to my mom and dad. All that type is, bro. This nigga don't need a mom and dad. He can make his own. And this nigga here, bro. All you niggas don't look into that, bro. Ain't no street codes. I got honor and respect, but ain't no street codes, bro. Throw that away. Ain't none. I'm gonna fall back and let Alpo keep speaking, but ain't no street codes to this.
Because at the end of the day, you call me a rat, government witness, whatever. Don't ever forget,
you're
I'm
a man.
Still a man.
You know what I mean? But that's where I'm at. So You know, I want us to sit down because I want the youth to really hear both sides, how this thing is played out. I don't want them to, because if you don't, then use a rat and use it this and use it that. You understand what I'm saying?
For the youth, man.
Yeah.
For the youth again.
Yeah.
I'm not promoting being no rat. I'm not promoting being the biggest thug in the street. I'm promoting do what you gotta do and be the best at it. Fuck the government witness, fuck the rat shit and all that. I'm not promoting that. Don't ever think I'm promoting that. I'm promoting I did what I had to do for me. And I stand on it because I'm a man.
Now, that's why I'm sitting here talking to him, because there need to be clarity, man. I'm here now. You understand? There need to be clarity. And like I said, from what I know of him from back in the days, and what I heard him back in the days, you understand? He always been a man to be articulate, to say what he feel and stand on what he stand on. And that's it.
Let's talk about back in the days real quick.
Talk about it.
The 80s.
Talk about it.
I ran these streets. I ran with these streets with Unique and the other people. When the wolves was out.
Oh, tell them again.
When the wolves was out in the 80s. I ain't never had a problem. My favorite cars was convertible. I rode convertibles in the 80s.
Shavi D said, "This is the realest commentary I've seen yet. Y'all actually thinking it though versus just saying this Jackson banging this screaming. That intelligent here is fluent. Salute to the chat." Yeah, man. Hey, salute to everybody in the chat. Hey, Shavi D, come for like 1 or 2 more so you can get that wrench too, man. Honestly, we need more moderators because I look at the numbers. We have limited moderators and we need more. Shout out to I Got Milk, say keep rocking, smoke, great vibes. Thank you, fam. Great vibes to y'all though, cause I'm not trying to get mad at nobody. Somebody sent me a DM and I didn't even cover the Alpo story. I made a 2-minute video. I could have chased the views. I see a lot of people who got the 100, 200,000 views. I got the same message y'all got, but I'm about to have another jit. You feel me? So it's like my mind is focused another, and then I got exclusive interviews that's about to come up with, I can't say the names, but y'all could imagine who, y'all see who connected with your boy Smoke. So I sit back and I don't jump on every story like I used to. I wait. Now I'm making this video because I got a message from a dude who ain't never spoke about Alpo until after he died. I ain't gonna say his name. You wanna hit me up and send me I'm gonna say a alleged, not even a threat. I'm gonna just say, I don't want to say too much on the camera, so it made me, now I didn't just snap on him. I said, let me do it live. You feel me? Because this dude is from New York. He's from Harlem. I ain't gonna go deep on that. I said too much. We also Haitian Jack before Haitian Jack. Salute to you. Shavi D said, one thing about me, anything blessed one talk about, I'ma think it through whether it's my hood or not. Exactly. Harlem nigga hits me up and he goes, hey, yo, bless. Before you cover this story, just remember, man, you know, it's rules that I don't want to go too deep. And I'm like, this clown nigga here, I watch you on your platform, never speak on this nigga Alpo. Thousands of interviews. Your clientele never even, bro, I was there in them 2014, 2015, bro. I seen me. Where were you? Where were you when Biggie got popped and they shot Tupac? Where were you, my nigga? I don't want to hear from you type niggas, bro. No disrespect. If you, shout out to Andre in the chat, Canvas B Wildin, Sunita Molly, Behind the Bar in the building. Shout out to y'all, man. Young Low in the building, Jay Boogie. Hey, at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep letting all these receipts play. Alpo, if he was close to y'all and you a blogger and y'all did exclusive interviews, it's no disrespect or nothing like that. I'ma just be honest. I really don't want to hear, and even if they're a journalist, you call yourself or this and that, then stick to the journalist part, but don't speak on, I'm not gonna say don't speak on street issues, that sounds crazy, but don't ever speak on people who told or 6ix9ine. You shouldn't even have topics and conversations on your platforms about people who allegedly told. You can have any other street things but people who told, because y'all hands is kind of saturated with dirt now. Because I get to watch a lot of y'all out here, y'all kind of like, y'all was giddy, smiling, and y'all was extra when this man was around or hitting y'all up. Several of y'all bloggers and people in the media or even real people in the comment sections, motherfuckers was in a different type of vibe when before the famous, you know, the famous legend, the famous Freddy Krueger, they call him, you know, Alpo, before he got dropped and put to sleep. I see those all the time. Facts. Oh, the God said, what's good, young blood? Keep up the good work, bro. Salute to you, fam. They promote snitching. Everything is promoted snitching. I agree to that. Kevin Moore, Alpo played the game he loved till his demise. Poe was a gangster. They respected his mind. That's a fact. I don't think Alpo ever had an inkling that he would never get touched. He's a smart man. I know he knows he might not live long and X, Y, and Z. You can't get it. Alpo been in the game since he was 12/13 years old. He was in the game at 11, but I'm talking about he had a name at like 12 and 13 years old. Some of the ranking that he had at 13 years old was more than niggas that was 28, 30-some years old. He was the nigga that was the pretty boy that was getting older chicks. I remember I got older chicks like that too. I ain't gonna get into that. And he was the dude who just lived a grown life. That's the real definition of jumping out the porch. People say glorifying rats. Nah, I'm putting a flashlight on all these suckers who said nothing. And they all got something to say. I need y'all to hit that like button for me right quick and that notification bell. But hit that like button, man. Everybody spam the like button. Just hit the like button. It doesn't hurt. Hit the like button right now ASAP. You feel me? I want to hear your conversations about Alpo. Too late. I'm gonna play some more things. Look at this nigga. Look at my nigga on the bike. What you call that, bro? Look at this. Is more than what 6ix9ine is doing. Shout out to Kevin Moore. Say all facts. What you speaking? Thank you. Denera Williams said I don't care what he did in the past. They know not to play with him. That's a fact. He pulled up on everybody who said his name wrong. Crazy. No disrespect to 6ix9ine. We felt him when he said somebody's name. We was like, watch the other person get shook. Facts. You didn't hear all this and that, bro. Cause the man, shout out to one of my moderators who told me in New York that this dude was dating one of Puff Daddy's wife. Crazy, right? This thing go deep. You can't just say his ops killed him, bro. This thing it's too easy to say the ops killed him. Like Wiz the Wizard. It was so easy to say Yak is the one who got him killed. When you in multiple beefs, bruh, ain't no telling who came for you. But everybody forget about there's politicians who's corrupted and they tied up with these street niggas. What the hell y'all think going on, bruh? Then you got corrupted officials and cops in the streets. When you tell on one guy or another person goes to prison, a lot of people ain't eating. It just ain't the street niggas that ain't eating, bruh. You on some bull? Hey, Ray Brown, I'ma help you out. If I'm on some bullshit, thank you, gang. But I'ma help you out. I'ma be a good friend to you. You don't have to worry about what shit we on no more. Salute to you, gang. Have a blessed day, bro. At the end of the day, bruh, the corrupted officials they rock with, you don't know who ain't eating, bro. You don't know who got suffered because this man allegedly told on this person, told on that. Hey, like, it's a domino effect. You got to start thinking about that, bro. This was a multi-million-dollar, if not billion-dollar empire. Not just his money. You got to tie everybody who's networking with each other in that game. You got to put all their, just like, you got to treat it like Wall Street, bro. You got to put all their net worth and incomes, all that good stuff together, bro. You got a damn country. You got a country established right there in them little hoods that y'all laugh at. Them little hoods y'all call dirty. Them little hoods y'all go, oh, you from the projects. You feel me? Them stains you call you, I wouldn't dare to go there. Well, those are the most richest places. You don't have to go to Egypt or anywhere else to see the most financial situations you ever seen in your life. It's them little hoods right there. Them little hoods in the last 10 years, if you think I'm lying, go look in the last 10 years. Them little hoods built up the most billionaires in America than in the last 150 years. Google that right now and see if I'm capping. In 10 years, them little hoods made the most multi-billionaires and millionaires in the last 10 years than in the last 150 years. Google that and see if Blessed One is a cap. I'm a reading ass nigga. Facts. I ain't trying to hear what you got to say. Everywhere you look around is a new time millionaire. They find different ways to finesse the system, like Facebook. You see how he changed his moniker, his brand, or whatever. But if you go do that ish, all type of embezzlements and all type of action be filed against you. Facts. The game is the game. Marlo Stanfield told you that. Alpo is the definition of a Marlo Stanfield. When I come home, I'ma still be treated like a king. He once said that, and look at this nigga. Ain't he home? Look at this nigga. Multiple dates. I'm showing you different videos, son. What? I want somebody to say I'm capping. Where the cap at? Huh? What you see him doing? Huh? What you see him doing? Going on a date. He got the baddies. Where the niggas in Harlem, why they don't speak on him? Not all the niggas who got a name out there I'm speaking on. Because I don't want somebody in the comment section to be like, oh, fam, I said something. We ain't talking about you and me. All the names who got everything to speak on everybody. Where they at? Where they at? That's all I want to know, gang. Am I tripping? Yeah, I'm gonna play this background right quick. I'm gonna play this new noise in the background. I like my vibe. Kiana Collier saying no cap. Thank you, Queen. Jay Savage said Alpo was still out in them streets every day. He could have lived on the government salary, hiding somewhere in Colorado, Nebraska, or like NBA Youngboy. No disrespect to Youngboy, but like in Utah, Iowa, something like that. But my man's just like, you ain't gonna take my life from me and not let me live my life. Meaning that he know he could have get killed. But if you hiding all day, what's the point of living? Like niggas who see me be like, ain't you Ismokehiphop? Ain't you? And you know, niggas give you a weird look like, oh, that nigga be outside. Y'all see me on my videos outside in clubs, and it just be like, what's the point of hiding all day, bro? Like, it's like, damn, bro, don't you want to smell the air? I want to see this hole before I go. I could drop dead in my house just from eating bad food all day. Who gives a fuck who want to drop you? Get in line, bro. Niggas in this world is small. Ain't no way you could really hide. The world is small. Go meet that energy in the air, bro. Quit hiding all the time, bro. Go meet that energy, bro. And even if you do gotta hide, go hide outside. Why are you inside hiding, bro? Alpo is the definition of living on his terms. Yeah, he died, but he died on his terms, bro. And he was chilling when he died. What that say about you niggas? The man was chilling when he died. Did he really lose? Y'all said he lost? I want y'all to listen to this right here. Y'all said he lost?
We're gonna have some burgundy joints. So we had about
listen to him give details on these murders, bro.
In a bag. And they wanted like anywhere from 35 to 40,000 for each joint. Okay. So we was like, yo, here's 75 for 2 joints right now. They was like, bet. So now we ready. We got new joints. They gonna see. They gonna be like, okay, we messing with some ballers. Okay. So and the weekend went beautiful. They had a wonderful time. Okay. And they went back to DC. Okay. So now they back in DC. So I'm keeping in contact with the girl Karen. Rich is keeping in contact with the girl Inga. So now that's what 45th. So 45th Street is starting to just become a headache to me now. Okay. So I'm starting to say to myself, you know what? I'm about to leave this thing alone. So in the process of doing that, I go down to DC. The girl Karen invites me down to DC. And I go on down there. I put my jewelry together, and I go on down there by myself. And I'm getting familiar with everybody. When I'm in D.C. for a little while, I'm in D.C. with the girl Karen because she know everybody. Everybody know her because she used to mess with some serious ballers in that town.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tina Marcantel.
I'm in there. This cat's coming up out of D.C. Okay. He doing life now in prison, but I want to meet him. And, you know, when he went to jail, that's when I really, basically almost like really took over the town. So I wind up, so things started getting kind of crazy for me. I was into, like my little man Pop, I was introduced to him by some other cats. And he was a young, wild 15-year-old kid coming out Southeast that was killing anything moving. And he just wanted to be up under somebody that was going to look out for him. Okay. So I wound up taking him up under my wing and looking out for him. And through him, I wound up meeting another cat named Wayne Perry. Okay. Now this kid here, I mean, he had the town on lock. And I mean, he had the town locked on fear and was putting his murder game down. You hear me? Anyone who mentioned his name knew, when they mentioned his name, they mentioned murder in the same sentence. Because he was about his work. And didn't have no problem with.
Hey, refuse to lose. Yeah, it's not a secret. He was in witness protection program. But the thing about Alpo is he didn't move like somebody in witness protection program. Like you seen what somebody said about the house in Wisconsin. He chose not to reside in there. He chose not. Remember, like I know Khalil Amani, the one that was in that Dr. York situation. Remember his wife, ex-wife was in the orgies and cult. Remember the Dr. York's cult and all that? Connie Amani was put in witness protection program because he went against the non-Nubians and all that. And he decided to leave it and went back to allegedly Miami, because I don't want to put that out there, but it's what he says. He went to Miami and all that. You could leave it if you want to. And Alpo is one of the people. And just like Khalil Amani, you know, like people who live a lavish lifestyle or a fun lifestyle, you don't want to be trapped for the rest of your life. It's like if I'm going to die regardless, no matter what I do in life. So why not just enjoy it to the best of my abilities? Shout out to Khalil Amani and Alpo, not for them snitching, but it's more for them saying, what's the point of hiding? You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas lit, like, they outside every day. Armani is on YouTube, Alpo is on interviews on bikes. Like, listen to, this is an interview while he's locked up, bro. This dude really didn't give a damn, bro. Like, he openly talks about what he did.
Talking about it and telling everybody and didn't care, and if you tried to go testify or tell on him, he was getting you. So the young kid Pop wound up coming to me saying, yo, my man is in jail, this and that. So his bail was like something, I think I had to pay like 10%, which was like $10,000.
Crazy.
I wound up giving up the whole $10,000 because I seen the bigger picture.
Right.
I said, if I get this kid out and the reputation that he has, then all that'll come on my side.
Right.
So I wound up giving up the whole 10, and it was a 10 well worth it. So I wound up getting him out. I didn't really step to him as soon as I got him out. I just let it be known through my little man. We wound up.
15-year-old man know him?
Because my little man had an uncle that knew him.
Okay.
So my little man had the reputation of being wild and about his business. So his uncle was wild too, my little man's uncle. And him and the kid Wayne knew each other.
Okay.
So, and then Wayne, that's how he met him, and Wayne knew what my little man was about. So, you know, killers respect killers and all that type of thing. So we wound up hooking up, and we became real tight, me and the kid Wayne. And, you know, I got a lot of negative feedback. A lot of people were like, yo, we ain't really trying to mess with you like that. Cause I got shot because they was trying to kidnap me in D.C. My little man, I had a little dude, this little dude is the dude that killed Rich with me. He was getting money too. He was one of my best customers. He was really holding it. He had a beef with another crew, and we couldn't really get at them because they knew us, and they knew how we was coming and all that. So we had to hire like a ally. And this kid he volunteered to be the ally, but he wound up being a statistic. The day I was supposed to meet him up at this car wash, because I had bought these cars and I had these guns for him. The day I was supposed to meet him up at this car wash, he had other plans. They was going to try to kidnap me.
Okay.
So we would just leave it at that. They was going to try to kidnap me, and I wound up getting hit that day.
You wound up getting hit?
Yeah, I wound up getting hit in my ribs. The only thing that saved me, like I said, the only thing that saved me that day, because I was going to get this girl, the only thing that saved me that day was that as I'm talking to this dude, he looks over my shoulder. And when he looked over my shoulder, I followed his eyes. And when I followed his eyes, I seen about 4 dudes coming to try to grab me.
Okay.
And I start running. Next thing I know, I feel bullets and all that coming past my head and hitting off the wall and all that. And one caught me in the ribs.
That's when you figured, hey, put Wayne Perry in effect.
Yeah, that's when I figured, because he was already there, but then I just said, okay, now it's really just time to just bring him closer.
Okay.
And because, like I said, he knew everybody.
Hey, so you hear that? I'm gonna still keep playing it. Alpo turned savage. Wayne Perry already had a name. Wayne Perry, I don't care if we know how much bodies he got. I'm gonna still keep saying allegedly. Allegedly, since Wayne Perry was 14, or I think, 14 and a half to the age he is now or whatever, that's when this man was dropping ish. Wayne Perry had a name. They said Wayne Perry would drop somebody. You know how like American Gangsters, when old boy put the thing down and Denzel went to him and he killed Stringer Bell. I don't know how to say his character name right quick. And he popped him in the head. Well, Wayne Perry was doing things in DC like that. Was up in the projects, or he went to find you, bro. Like literally, bro. Wayne Perry was dropping ish. When they call him Omar from The Wire and all that, I bet you would never play with his name or people around him. And it's like Alpo, he just wanted the respect that Wayne had as far as the name. That's why he wanted Wayne around him, but he never activated Wayne. Remember that? They would dap it up. He paid the $10,000 bail for Wayne Perry when no other steppers or people, they had the money, but they didn't want to do it. He only had to pay the 10%, which was $10,000. He got Wayne Perry out of prison because it was the name. Remember? The name was so strong that it made, remember, at this time, Alpo already was a legendary name. But it's like he's in DC, you hearing about Wayne Perry, and he's hearing the name all the way in New York. All the way, he said they went by Philly, and basically up north is speaking about this dude's name, and it's like, how everybody know this guy, Wayne Perry. So he was the smartest one than all these drug dealers. It's not that he kissed up to Wayne, but he knew I had to make this man my best friend regardless, bro. But now you got dudes is out here doing the most. You got dudes is trying to kill you now. Where people been trying to kill Alpo. Let's just get that part out the way, allegedly. But with Wayne Perry, it's like, I'm gonna activate this man. I got no other choice. I didn't come to DC to be on some drill type ish. I just came to make money, but it gotta be different now. Niggas is really thinking shit is sweet out here, and everybody know what Wayne did. And
okay, I had a connect. I had a young Dominican connect off of Broadway, and you know, he wasn't really in position at the time when I was really dealing with him to really front me crazy. You know, he would front me one or two, but he wasn't really in a position where, you know, we wanted him to front us like, you know, 50, 60, 100 keys. We didn't want to put up no money. We want you to front us, and we'll pay you when we, you know.
hold on, one more thing. Let me read the chat first, and we'll keep pressing play. The chat, Sudov said Alpo had to do what he had to do. Facts. 420 for live said that Alpo pack smoking good. I ain't got no ties into it, so I can't speak on that. But I ain't gonna block you, homie. Salute to you, King. I don't blame y'all. I'm doing this video for the so-called folks in them who got a lot to say about Alpo now, but didn't say nothing when this nigga was out. Richard Mason, that's who Alpo introduced. That's who introduced Wayne to Alpo. Yeah. Yeah, but Alpo Ben knew about Wayne, but yeah, as far as introduction, that's who did it. Shout out for Just for the T in the building. Arkansas say Little Glock on YouTube, new music coming out. I ain't mad at you. Shout out to Little Glock. Shout out to them Arkansas boys. Kid Sintel say Negra lives on. I ain't gonna lie, Alpo name is gonna live on forever. Niggas might not like what I'm gonna say, but don't get mad at me for telling the truth. His name is gonna live longer than most United States presidents. You think I'm capping? Go to most white kids, Spanish, white, black, it don't matter who, say Alpo name and give them like Woodrow Wilson. Motherfucker gonna be like, I think I heard of a Woodrow Wilson. They're gonna be doing all, I think in second grade we talked about Woodrow Wilson, but you say Alpo Martinez, everybody gonna be like, oh, we know Alpo, that's the drug dealer, or that's the Puerto Rican kid, or some of them think he's Dominican. You know, they're gonna say all that. That nigga name is gonna live on forever, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. 420 live, Alpo was a goofy. Nah, I can't let you get away with that, bro. You said he was a goofy. Nah, I can't say that, gang. You could call him a snitch, you'll be correct. You could say he has no honor, you might be correct. But to call him a goofy, nah, nigga, it's easy for you to say that now. Nah, nigga, the niggas who speak down on Alpo seem like the goofy ones. Cause for that nigga to be the goofy one and do what he did, and I'm sorry, I can't give that credit to street niggas who dropped him. I'm sorry, bro. We live in a world where agents are everywhere, bro. We live in a world where you don't know who's working for who. I know that drug business is the #1 business enterprise of the United States of America, educational purpose. So an enterprise like that, shout out to Hit Squad TV, an enterprise like that, is too many contraptments in there to entrap you into this fake-ish, bro, in the matrix, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to pretend Alpo just got himself off. You feel me? Because there's too much players involved. I ain't going to be one of you niggas to do that. Salute to you, but I can't, bro. Alpo is a martyr for snitches. Nah, Alpo is a martyr for the real wolves. I can't give you that one too, bro. I did videos going at Alpo. I got videos in my channel going at Alpo, so I don't want to hear nobody saying that I'm supporting rats. Shout out to Kania Caller, blessed when spitting facts. Shavi D said, nah, I'm from Harlem. I know goofies in my hood. He would, yeah, you calling, like, no disrespect to you, but most people who's calling Alpo a goofy compared to Alpo and y'all, you might be the goofy, and I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. Are you serious? You couldn't walk a mile in this nigga's shoes for real, bro. No disrespect, but I gotta call it like what I see. I see real niggas that y'all don't call out that never called Alpo out. I see real niggas. They give them they're doing an interview, and the name Alpo gets mentioned, they quickly want to go to something else. But these niggas is I talk a lot, but these niggas talk too much, and yet they quiet as a mouse. I seen it, you seen it. T-Swag 504 said Alpo was a rat, but he was a soldier. He knew they was gonna kill him one day, but he wasn't gonna run. Shout out to T-Swag 504. You know what? I agree with you. Hey, day one, I'm a goofy and this is the circus, but since you don't want to be in the circus, I'm gonna help you out day one. Now you day number 2. Have a good day number 2. Yeah, but Alpo, bro, T-Swag, what you said is true. Let me tell you what. Shout out to Big Bank from my dog Big Bank is from Atlanta. You feel me? Big Bank said something real. He said nowadays we got a different type of rat. It's like I call them silverback rats. They'll tell on you and go to you and say, yeah, I told on you, and kill you at the same time. Bro, these are like Alpo is like a new generation of what you call a rat, bro. He's like, I don't even think you could call, I mean, he did snitch. He is a rat. He holds it. But it's like, do you compare him? Like, we got family members who's rats. Let's keep it real. Some of y'all got dads who's rats, moms who told, the next door neighbors. Y'all got rats all in your neighborhood. My neighborhood, your neighborhood. Let's knock it off. So that goofy nigga who snitched down on 5th Street or 6th Street, you gonna compare him to being the same as Alpo? Nah, y'all could have that fake shit on YouTube y'all do, or fake shit in the streets y'all politic. I'm a real one. I'm gonna tell you what I see. I see a man that was feared because a man who was a boss status. Whether you want to call him a rat or not, none of you niggas was calling him that when he was out here. I do know that on my kid's life. No matter what you niggas want to say to me, y'all hit that like button right quick, man. Get this to 1,000 likes. We got 1,000 people in the room. Get this to 1,000 likes. No matter what a hater says right now, you can feel free to call me a rat. I know one thing for sure. I ain't never told on nobody. Alpo told on somebody, but you never said nothing to him. As I sip my tea, I ain't never told on nobody. Alpo told on somebody, but you never said nothing to Alpo. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. Now, how I know that for a fact, I'm going to play this interview again of Alpo talking spicy to you niggas. In fact, before I go back to his murder he's talking about, let's go to this one here. This one, he did this documentary that you see on your screen all the way back in probably 2015, this video is, or 2016. Maybe almost 17, when he had the blue coat. I remember that. It was a controversy. They got mad at the nigga who interviewed him on this video here. Where was y'all? I was making videos against this. I was making videos he needs to duck low. I've been on it, bro. Yeah, Poe had them niggas shook. Shout out to Mick the God. I ain't gonna argue with nobody here. You can argue with yourself, fam. It sounds good. What them little girls in the new generation be saying, it sounds good. A nigga gets speaking to one of these young folks all crazy. They just look at you like, yeah, it sounds good. This ain't the 90s, 80s, or early 2000s no more. The new generation feel what I'm saying. It's you old heads getting mad. Oh, nigga, you a rat. Nigga, I know the young dudes is looking at this like, oh, this nigga Bless preaching the truth. They watch you niggas not do. This nigga's everywhere having the best life of his life. You know what? I'm not saying I want to die like Alpo, but if I die, I don't want to tell y'all what my wish is, because I don't want it to happen now, but I know I want to be smiling somewhere. Fuck all that, man. Well, I want to be miserable and then I pass away? Nah, gang. Nah. Hell nah. You can say what you want, but y'all watching this knowing I ain't capping, bro. You niggas didn't say nothing. Quiet as a house mouse. On God, bro. I watched it. I waited for it. I said the day Alpo dies is the day people finally gonna speak their piece. And you better be very careful, because it seems that Alpo still got them people who love him right now. Be very careful. And I can't give credit to a street nigga for dropping him. Alpo wasn't no regular nigga. Whether he's a snitch or not, Alpo is a nigga they're gonna be making movies about. You think Paid in Full? To me, Paid in Full is an all-time classic. After this, after his death, if you hated Alpo, oh, you're gonna hate him even for eternity. This man name ain't never gonna fade away now. You don't think Alpo talked to his family? You don't think that man wanted to be remembered forever? That's why he walked cocky. Let me push play on this video right quick, and you're gonna know I ain't capping. You don't think this man is strategic? He's probably survived. I'm surprised he survived this long. He know that, fuck it, bro. I'm already called a snitch. I'm about to just go all the way in. The nigga casually chilling, like telling you who he dropped back in 90 or 86, 89, like it ain't nothing, gang. Cause he know you niggas ain't gonna do nothing. He knows it, and even if you do something to him, he doesn't give a fuck. That's the definition of not giving a fuck, bro. I ain't trying to hear what one of you trolls gotta say. It sounds good. Like the last nigga who tried to do the rah-rah with me, then he called Hillsborough police to my house. It sounds good. It sounds good till shit get heated up, right? It sounds good, man. I'ma say it, and I'm waiting for the YouTuber. I'm not gonna respond, but I want to see the duck YouTuber who responds to something I say, and I want to find your videos you did before this nigga died. Big facts, especially if you're a content creator. Where's the videos of you calling out Alpo? Big facts. We don't want to hear from you, gang. It sounds good. It sounds good. I know. What Loaded Lux told the A-Verb in 2016. They had a little press conference outside, and it was not between them. And Verb said, I'm you in St. Louis. And Loaded Lux destroyed him, and he said, I'm me everywhere. Alpo was Alpo everywhere, but you trolls and people who want to argue, you just you where you at, nigga. If even that. Alpo was Alpo everywhere. Loaded Lux said something else that was fire. He said, you talk good, but you gotta fight too, nigga. You talk good, but you gotta fight too. It sounds good. Ain't nothing happened to that man. T-Swag said King Earner the only one. Not just King Earner. It was no disrespect to King Earner. I was out here. Go check the stats. I had multiple videos going at Alpo, and before King Earner, it was, I don't like giving credit like that, but I do like giving credit. It was Bullets. It was me, Bullets Gotti, and I told Bullets Gotti to keep doing it. He would have been a bigger YouTuber, but these young niggas don't listen. It was Bullets Gotti and King Earner. Who was the fourth person I said? It was a fourth person, I don't remember, but I was in that sector of doing the Alpo videos, doing the documentaries, all that. Everybody else who talked about Alpo was kissing his ass, giving him interviews and, hey, Alpo, hey, sir. Hey, sir. Patrick Lawrence said they Whitey burglar him. You better be quiet being so correct. Hold on, let me pin your comment, bro. You the truth, bro. I don't know you, gang, but you a smart one like me, bro. My nigga Patrick Lawrence said they Whitey burglar him. Thank you for being an intelligent man. You think Alpo is some dirty nigga on 5th Street begging for change? You know who this man is? I'm not glorifying Alpo. I can't glorify what he is already. I'm just telling you what, niggas getting mad at me. I can't glorify what he is already. He was what he was before I even knew what life was, bruh. Miss me with your bullshit, bro. Alpo was what he's the myth, he's the legend, he's all that. That nigga probably your wife, he probably snatched your wife right now. Some of you dudes being extra. He snitched on your boy. You niggas believe in this whole snitch code. I believe in the snitch code and all that. But I'm actually talking to you niggas who want to talk spicy. Y'all hit the like button and get it to 1,000 likes. If you believe in the, shout out to Mozzie in the chat. If you believe in the snitch code so much, why not go start cleaning the streets of your own neighborhood first? Huh? You don't hear me. How about jump off Alpo's wood tip right quick and go clean the snitches that's in your family? What about your daddy who snitched in 92? Huh? Big brother snitched in 2002. Little bro snitched in 2012. Go clean them streets up first. You niggas got a snitch right next door to you and you say hi to that nigga every day. Dap it up, and just like I'm about to smoke one, you smoke one with him and you don't say shit. Get off my educational purpose, dick. Now get off Alpo's educational purpose, dick. I watch you niggas, bro. I know it sounds good. It sounds good, bro. I'm gonna let Alpo talk now. Shout out to Janice. It sounds good. I know. I done been in fights and seen my own cousin ran and left me in a fight. Facts. I done been in fights and seen my own loved ones leave me in a fight because it sounds good until that kitchen get hot. 38, what them Bama boys like? Shout out to Alabama. Boy, it gets 38 hot, right? Them degrees drop and rise up sky high, and niggas get to testifying on God, bro. It sounds good. There would not be a first 48 show if it wasn't for you niggas who call out Alpo. Be the first whole ass nigga in front of 12 tweaking and out. Like, I know I wouldn't talk, and it's not because I'm a gangster, I'm a thug. You know, niggas like me, you know, wouldn't snitch on nobody. Let me tell you how. It's called honor and respect for yourself. Because if I go do any so-called lick or anything like that, I'm not going with 1,000 niggas. play the audio. John Doe, well, you paid like, that's a lot to pay to say play the audio. I ain't mad at you for that. I'm going to play, but let me say this. Salute to John Doe. I appreciate that donation. This nigga Poe, bruh, didn't just have you niggas shook. You niggas would skip him and go to the next rat. You niggas skipped Alpo and went to the next rat, bruh. Nah, nigga, go address the rat in your house. Until you address that Mickey Mouse in your house, shut the fuck up, my nigga. On God, bro. You don't go address that rat in your own house. I don't want to hear what you got to say about Poe. I'm not here defending Alpo. I'm only doing this live against the niggas I see talking shit about Alpo. Big facts. I got no grudge with Alpo, or I got no favor for Alpo. I don't look up to Alpo, and I'm not wasting another breath making another video disrespecting Alpo. Thank you for the $1 billion donation by T-Swag in the building. You feel me, bro? Like, why would I sit here and cry about Poe? Now, the nigga paid his money. John Doe paid $1 million and say play the video. I think he really want to tell me shut the fuck up, and I wouldn't get mad at him. He paid. So let me shut the fuck up and play this right quick.
Baby, I could. I get to talk about it as a free man. Maybe I'm just like the world. Maybe I get it all.
Hold on, I got a fuck boy in the building. Another educational purpose F-boy said, the way you defending, dude, nigga, I'm not defending him. I'm talking about bitch niggas like you. I think a hurt dog always barks when he get hit. So you got hit by 100 rocks right now. So your bitch ass is watching, and let me help you watch more. Now you don't have a voice. Oh, I'm gonna give you advice. Go create another fake account and hop your bitch ass back then. But you will never use that fake account again. Now you have a good day, sir. See? A bitch, he want us to believe his bitch ass is a real nigga in the room, like we give a fuck about you. No, I'm about to finish rolling up in educational purpose, smoke this broccoli, and go listen to the king. Yeah, the King Alpo. Yes, nigga, the King Alpo, what they call him. I'ma listen to him talk about drilling motherfuckers and shit. You feel me? Thank you for Birds Fly South for a $1 trillion donation. Yes, I'm gonna sit down while you still gonna watch as we listen to the great King Alpo talk about the hits and drills he did while you bitch niggas didn't say nothing about it. Yeah, that's what I'm about to do right now. I'm about to sit down and smoke on his brother Polite Pack, because we still on that Polite Pack, and we're gonna listen to King Alpo, Freddy Krueger, King Alpo, talk about the niggas that he drilled and dropped. And if you in your feelings, I suggest you go to church or the other YouTube channel that's on the next channel over. Now let's watch this nigga talk about the drills he did perfectly, like nobody was gonna do nothing.
Maybe cause the streets done stole my soul. I'm moving like a criminal. And I pulled up right here. He got into the van right here. And once he got into the van, I knew I had to lock. I locked the doors. And as I was pulling off, I was asking him, because it didn't take long after I pulled off, I was asking him like, yo, Rich, where did you get that coke from, man? That shit was good, because I wanted to make him comfortable. That shit was good as a motherfucker. He's like, I got it from my connect. So yeah. So from there, I knew he was lying. I turned to my little man. I gave him the nod. Once I gave him the nod, my little man spent, because he was short so he could stand up in the van. Next thing you heard was the 2 gunshots, bang, bang. Richard slumped over, and it happened.
Hold on. Let's say this one part. Shout out to my dog Slump Sosa. He said he did Rich dirty. Look, I agree with all of y'all. Look, I'm not trying to talk a lot. Give me 3 minutes or 2 minutes to just say this. He did Rich Porter dirty, right? But here's the thing. The game is the game, dog. So you came in here gullible, not knowing niggas could backdoor you. Niggas like you asked for it, bruh. And at the end of the day, let's be fair to Poe too. Poe said he didn't want to. I think he might be lying, because from what I heard behind the scenes and people who was close to them, they both kind of was falling off like a whole 2 years before that murder even happened. Since he moved to DC, he became a new man. I'm talking about Poe. And, Rich doing his own thing. But Rich did, and some people substantiate that Rich allegedly did cut him short on some of the deals. Rich was getting the back ends. So whether you don't like it or not, if you in this game, niggas get mad for, the streets is dirty. Shout out to Mr. Showtime 1K. The streets is dirty, bro. Arkansas say, Harlem, stand up, let's go. Keep it G and bring back respect in the street. Shout out to Arkansas. Hey, look, you ain't gonna get blocked if you want to go in on Alpo. I'm not here honestly trying to defend Alpo. I am going in, pause, on the niggas that I watched for years who said nothing. I got a grudge with them, y'all. No lie at all. So am I doing this video because of a personal grudge? Kind of. Because I get to watch all of them come out the house is hiding now. While we was on this and talking about, damn, y'all letting Alpo do X, Y, and Z, you niggas was telling us to shut up. You niggas was like, oh, he could do it. And now it's all this extra. I don't want to hear the extra. So for the last 2.5 years, I've been going hard in the paint saying I don't want to hear from y'all. Let Alpo do what he do because y'all said nothing and did nothing. Alpo never hid. Y'all know how to get in touch with him, but you choose not to. Now, Rich Porter cut that man short. If that's true, Rich kind of let himself get in trouble, or if you know you cutting somebody short from like a drug deal or whatever, shouldn't you be moving more smart? Like if I'm gonna meet Poe, I know me and his relationship ain't 50-50 no more, you know, and I know we both get it like that. We both some money getting niggas. We both in the streets. We both done allegedly got some niggas drops or did it ourselves. So we know what we both are capable of, bruh. That's like me and my brother falling out. If our anger is deep enough where it could get to that point, I'm gonna keep somebody around me just like he would. So why didn't Rich bring somebody with him when he got around that nigga? Yeah, he smashed Gary. Yeah, like even when Gary got killed, Gary was dumb for not being upset. Like, you know who this nigga Poe is. So why would you go on a drill with Poe and not think your dumb ass was gonna get Poe? And then you falling asleep and shit. That's how they drilled you. You was getting sleepy. And then Poe is disrespecting your name, saying you took a number 2, and you know, it is what it is, man. Like the streets is dirt. Don't ask me to tell you what the streets is when you know what it is. You talking old business, we got that. Shut up, nigga. Since you got the drop on me, watch me now. Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Who is we? You talking about your monkey see, monkey do, go tell. Shut the fuck up, nigga. We got the drop. It sounds good. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You're talking old business. Nigga, you the corny motherfucker in the room. You couldn't even make that shit sound funny, bro. What's wrong with you? Rich mind wasn't right. This all happened when his brother, like his brother got killed, and you right, his mind wasn't right, but he still had somewhat of a cordial relationship with Poe even before his brother died. And most people would tell you him and Poe wasn't good for almost 2 years or more, like way before his death or his brother got kidnapped. You feel me? Of course your brother getting kidnapped will mess up your mind and all that, but you know who Alpo is. It's a fumble on the play, bruh. It's a fumble on the play. That's unfortunate.
It happened right here. It happened right here.
At this light.
At this light, it happened. I'm saying, in my mind, I'm saying to my little man, yo, he's dead. He's done it. He just got hit with a 357. Twice. The only sound I heard was, you know, him releasing his breath. His last breath. So I'm assuming that he's dead. And I need to find a place to put his, you know, leave his body without anyone seeing me and seeing the van or just, so the only place I can think of and just driving it, and it's just so funny. I'm saying City Island, but I'm not even sure if I wanted City Island, but I just knew I wanted to get off the streets and get onto a highway.
How did you feel? Was you mad? Was you angry? Like, what was going on in your head?
I was very mad. I just killed a nigga that I loved, a nigga that I was getting money with, a nigga that I called my brother. We kept driving this way, and until I can find a remote spot to leave the body. Go around this turn right here. Yeah, loop it real quick. It was somewhere over here. So I pulled over like right here, just threw the van up on as close as I can to the rail. Once I pulled over, my little man, Gary's probably like 5'3", 1 something. So I'm trying to stay behind this. I'm trying to stay behind the steering wheel. I'm trying to stay in the driver's seat just in case we got to pull off and have him go dump the body. But when he went to go try to dump, get Rich out the car, he couldn't pick him up. He couldn't pick him up. Rich was bigger than him, so he couldn't move him to put him in the woods and all that. So now I had to get out the van to go help him. And when I went to go help him, Richard made a sound. So that shit startled me. Like, oh shit, he's still alive. So I grabbed the gun from my little man and put one in his head. And then I had to pick him up. And dump him in the woods and leave his body. I was able to, get him where he needed to be. And then we jumped back in the van, and I made sure I didn't skid off or anything like that to leave any kind of tracks. And we left. And the rest was the newspapers. The rest was history.
Erica said he was a psychopath. Rap MDTV said he dumped Gary's naked body in DC Rock Creek Park. Hey, you a smart dude, bro. And they thought he cut off educational purpose the private parts of Gary because they seen the scratches in the face and all, but they explained that Gary took a dump in the car when he died and it was stinking. Plus, that when they were dragging him through that park, remember, I forgot that thing they put him next to. It was the phone booth. Remember the phone booth? That it was an old abandoned phone booth thing. And the bad luck of Alpo and them boys was that same day, them city folks came to fix the phone booth, and that's how they found Gary naked up there, stiff and all that. And they wrote on the thing, the rumors was they cut off his parts, educational purpose, because the reports of what the cops did, all the scratches and all that. But they were dragging the body across the park, which is unfortunate, bro. Alpo got what he deserved. I can't argue with you that, Aaron Reed. I ain't gonna cry if y'all say that, because y'all have a right to say, you feel me, like Erica called him a psychopath. He might be one. Now, I seen somebody wrote in the chat, y'all said, Rap MDTV said, yup, the phone box. Yeah, that was messy. Yeah, it wasn't even called a booth. It was called a box. Thank you, gang. Yeah, it was called a phone box. I'm not gonna say if it's messed up or not, because if you the family of Gary, you happy they got the body, you feel me? But somebody wrote they respected Rich Porter more. What I'm going to say is, don't get mad at me. I don't respect no rats or no snitches. Y'all already know psychologically what I'm doing with this video. It's not to support what Alpo did, but it's telling the truth, what people didn't do to him and what they allowed. Picking and choosing who could rat and who, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing this video on. Now with Poe, I'm going to tell you this. Who did I respect more, Rich Porter or Alpo? Unfortunately, I only can go off what I heard about Rich, not just the movie only. When I lived in New York, what my barber told me, right? Shout out to all the Brooklyn Wolves out there. All the Brooklyn Wolves, not from Harlem, but they, I was not living in Harlem. I only went to Harlem a few times, but I lived in Brooklyn at the time, and these niggas, they had honorable respect for Mitch. But like, I'm gonna say something that might get y'all mad. Like, everybody who I asked, even the ones who don't respect snitches, if you look at the story of Rich Porter and the story of Alpo, which one you rather be? And a lot of people is gonna tell you the truth. They rather be Alpo. I don't know if I'll be in neither one of them, but who game did I respect more? Besides the snitching part, it was Alpo. Alpo understood, like me, the streets is fake as hell. All that, we the guys, and we bros for life because we got matching tattoos. Nah, it sounds good. It sounds good. I almost got my whole neighborhood tatted on me. I still rep my neighborhood non-stop. But the only reason I don't want to get a tat like that, I don't want to go in now because I love my hood, so I'm not going to say it too deep. But most of y'all know people ain't really solid like they say they is, bro. It sounds good. And like Big Bank, shout out to Rap MDTV who gave me $1 billion donation. Thank you, family. I appreciate that. Like Big Bank from Atlanta said, we got a new type of snitches now. Like, they ain't going for none of that. They'll look at you and your mama and your friends and family and go, yeah, I told on him. Do something about it. That's who Alpo give me the vibes of. It's like the niggas was comfortable, you feel me? And maybe that got him dropped, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, look who died earlier, who lived a life. This man's gonna be immortalized forever, bro. We all can't argue about it. Somebody wrote Cap, I feel you, but he's gonna be immortalized forever, whether we want it or not. I don't support no rats at all, but you want me to tell you the truth, bro? I'm watching this, bro. They're gonna make 1 million more movies of this nigga. You hear me? We don't even know if it was street niggas who dropped this nigga. This nigga moving on some different type of his whole story is on some whether you want to call it Agents, whether you want to call it James Bond, whether you want to call it the story of a rat, it's gonna be bigger than the Disney character, bro. The way where they going with this, bro. They killed this man in the midst of like a mafia, almost like a John Gotti movie, but without the horror stories of prison, bro. Cause he even defeated prison too. That shit, I know y'all don't want to believe it. Y'all saying, nah, Paid in Full was made by niggas like you and me. Dame Dash is one of us. Can we agree to that? I'm gonna go back to reading the chat. Can we agree with that? Dame Dash, Jay-Z, all these niggas, man, Cameron, they one of us. They got a movie that they made, should have got an Oscar. Woody Harris should have been got an Oscar, not just for the not an Oscar, but what you call it, for the shows as well, for The Wire, a whole lot of other things they could get. What they did with Paid in Full is gonna live forever, bro. Paid in Full is gonna live on forever. Now you got the story that came to life. Now people get to see Poe and all this. He died this type of way, in a brazen way, 3:30 in the morning. Couple of shots, 5 to the chest, 1 in the arm. You feel me? He dies in a way that a soldier goes out. This, bro, Andre said a Grammy or Emmy. Yeah, an Emmy. He was supposed to. Woody Harris was supposed to get an Emmy for The Wire as well. Bro, this gonna. I'm telling y'all the truth, bro. This gonna be the biggest thing. Whether y'all want to believe me or not, pay attention to a real thinking one. This ain't me trying to give flowers to Alpo. I'm telling you what Alpo already is. Like it or not, the man. You put the man name in anything, it touches gold, because people's fascinated by a story like that. The nigga that told and didn't give a damn. No disrespect to 6ix9ine. Fuck a 6ix9ine story. Yeah, y'all talking about 6ix9ine is the greatest thing. I'm like, oh, y'all crazy? Alpo is a real street nigga who did that and walked out here with it, bro. No disrespect to y'all who like 6ix9ine. The reason why I don't want to hear about Daniel Hernandez's story, there's a snitch on every corner. So it ain't no fascinating thing to see a nigga that rat. If you bring 100 niggas in that interrogation room, probably only 15 to 10 that won't talk. That's facts. And then some of you niggas don't snitch, but you make a statement that get everybody in goddamn trouble. Just don't make a statement. Go retain an attorney, and if you have to get a public defender, then let that cheap son of a you-know-what talk for you, bruh. Why is you making a statement? These folks ain't your friend. What is you doing in there, bro? I knew that as a kid before anything about bad guys and robbers. Like, why would they have me in here if they not trying to break me? I mean, come on, bro. Why is you in here even making any statements and then say, but I didn't tell? Yeah, but by you giving the alibi that we were here at 9:30 instead of 11:30, right there, you just gave us up without realizing it because you ain't a thinking nigga. Facts. Don't make no statements, but you getting so nervous in there, you're gonna make a statement. You're so nervous that the only way you feel like you have to make a statement. And if you do have to make a statement, why not just lie? Niggas lie every day, right? No pun intended to Cameron, niggas get shot every day, B. But niggas do lie every day. Like, lie to these niggas. It is what it is. You're already in a messed up situation. Lie to these niggas. I never hear a nigga go, I got nervous and scared, so I made a statement, but I lied. It's always I got nervous and scared, and you gave a real statement. I mean, if you get nervous enough and you feel like talking, why not just lie? I ain't never understood that, bro. You still gonna be in trouble regardless of what they say they got on you, and if they do got something on you, why take everybody down with you, bro? I feel like if you're gonna do a lick or X, Y, and Z, bro, you gotta know what you was getting yourself into, bro. Like, I know I wouldn't tell on somebody, because if I ever go do anything like that and I got to that type of lifestyle or whatever, I'll probably be by myself, bro, allegedly. Why would I be with the whole block, bro? That's the problem. And niggas don't tell because they're weak. Niggas tell because they can't control the situation anymore. You hear me? Niggas don't tell because niggas be real niggas in real life. These are some solid dude that'll drop somebody for you. Niggas will love your family, protect you. I'm talking about loyalty, everything. The reason why a nigga fold, they got trapped. Nigga can't control the situation no more because you don't know who said what. It's 100 niggas you went to go do this lick with, or you was seen on camera with, or whatever. You don't know who said what, and it fucks with you. Mentally, you can't even sleep good because niggas could tell you he didn't do nothing, but you don't know, and it's like, damn, man, am I better off just admitting I did it so I could just get better years, or do I go all the way in the paint and I'm digging a hole for me? You don't know what's going on, bro. I feel sorry for anybody in a situation like that. You with niggas you been to kindergarten with, and you don't even know how loyal they is, bro. In that type of predicament, bro, you going through it, bro. J.A. said live action right here. Salute to you, fam. You feeling sick, bro. They told me I was facing 5 years. I ain't the thug. But because I live in that neighborhood and I'm friends with all these people, I got in a dumb situation. I was supposed to be on a movie date, bruh. Say hi to bro and them, and all the Raiders jump out. Where I'm from in Florida, the Raiders mean the undercover cops. Everybody came out, arrested everybody there inside. I got dropped by 2 undercovers. Because I ain't gonna lie, I ran. I mean, your instinct is to run when you see the 12 jumping out of bushes and shit, bro. I ran, bro. I already know what this is. I ain't got nothing to do with it. They gonna blame me. I ran. Bro, I'm more scared of my parents than I am of the police, to be real with you. Back in them days, I wasn't scared of 12. That's why I didn't fold in there. I was like, oh, I could handle this. Because they fucked up and said they got me on camera doing X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, I didn't do anything. I just went to dap my homies up. They did something and end up telling on me, and I still didn't tell on nobody. Case for everybody still got dismissed, but the nigga got to wear that jacket for the rest of his life. It don't matter if nobody, did years or nothing like that, but we witnessed you fold up, and even the younger ones followed him and started saying, yeah, he said it was his auntie purse in the car. Like, what? Story didn't even add up. So maybe because I think this nigga had like a warrant, and if the nigga would have just talked to me, I'm one of these real ones. I can't say it on camera. Let's say if you get one more charge and you facing like 20 years or some shit like that, I'm petty enough. I might take a certain, charge. I ain't gonna go deep on that. You feel me? Let me know what it is, gang. Don't element of surprise. Oh, it's this nigga right here. We're not even in the interrogation room, bruh. So Alpo, I don't respect what he did, but I respect the story. If they make another new movie, I'm gonna be watching it just like y'all all watch Paid in Full. I ain't trying to listen to none of y'all. Y'all watch Paid in Full. It's amazing for motherfuckers trying to pretend they this super badass nigga. Yet you watch all this, bruh. Jack said, you speaking truth, partner. Salute to you, gang. I'm gonna be right there front row watching the movie, bro. Facts. Something ain't right with the whole situation. I agree with you, Steve OC. Look. Would I be surprised if a street nigga killed Alpo? Nah. I'm surprised he still was alive. Word to the truth, bro. I'm surprised the nigga still was alive for how long he was alive. Let me show you. Look, this nigga outside everywhere, bro. I was shocked. So hell nah, bro. I wouldn't be shocked if a street nigga did it, but it's too easy for me to say a street nigga did it. I'm just gonna pretend I'm gonna wait on this. If I gotta wait for 20 years and I'm still alive, I'll be waiting to see who really killed him. And it is what it is, bro. But I don't believe the nigga who killed Alpo is just gonna be too easy like that. And if it's easy like that and it was a street nigga, then check the niggas around Poe. Or the nigga's just bigger than life. Somebody seen him and was like, hey, Poe is down the street, and niggas got mad, but that's too easy. So things that are too easy for me, I'm not saying it didn't happen easy, but I'm gonna hold back until I get a little bit older up in this piece. I'm prepared to wait 20, 30 years, bro, if I'm still alive, before I just jump the gun on this situation. Poe ain't no regular nigga on the street corner. Whether you think he's a rat or not, his name is bigger than life right now. You go ask them real journalists for the CNNs, whether you call them fake news or not, all these big publications, you go ask them what they think of Alpo, and they're gonna say some nigga shit. Oh, he a rat here, and he is a snitch. But they're not gonna talk like that. They're not gonna be focused on none of that. They're gonna be focused on his story, gang. Shout out to Tyrone Jordan. Salute to your channel. Salute to you. It's our channel, bro. Stay Woke 33 say government was behind it. I wouldn't be surprised, bro. Just like all these so-called bigger than life. Because remember, Poe is a walking, moving country of his own, bro. You can't have something like that out there. It's changing the dynamics of whatever plan you got. And I don't want to go deep on that too. You feel me? I want to just wait. They just caught him slipping. He got too comfortable. He was comfortable though, gang. He was moving the way he's moving. I mean, what you mean, gang? I don't want to just say that, bro. It's easy to say. Alpo been comfortable on the day before he killed all these people, the day after he killed. Let me show you how comfortable Alpo, even while he was locked up. Are you serious, gang? Alpo's been comfortable. He died comfortable. Think about it. He ain't never stopped. From the time Alpo was known as an 11 years old runner to the time he died at 50-some years old, the nigga never stopped. The man came out comfortable from his mama's womb all the way to 6 foot in the grave. He died comfortable. Even how he died was comfortable. Am I lying, y'all? Am I making this up? So if a message was sent, I'm sorry, bro. Like, that's a bad message, gang. The nigga literally lived his life more than anybody I've seen, bruh. Let me push play on this right quick.
The van that they had a business. I'm gonna tell you this, cause Rich, like I told you, like the story I threw with the connect and all that. Rich, he was lying to me about something that there was no reason to lie to me about, and in my mind, it just told me that if this little bit of money can come between what I thought was a wonderful relationship and
Hey, y'all need to stop doing that. Hey, I'm not trying to get mad at nobody in the comment sections, but could you please stop comparing Alpo to the snitch in your neighborhood or a 6ix9ine? And that's not even the same thing, bruh. Call him a silverback snitch. If you're gonna call Alpo a snitch, call him the silverback that made all the so-called real credible niggas shut the F up. Nobody said nothing. And no disrespect to you, bro. I know it on my money you wouldn't say that to Alpo. That's how I know. Do dudes really stand on this not snitching thing and being all angry? I'm not gonna fake no anger. I don't respect snitches or rats. But why do I gotta say it 100 times to let you know that I'm not gonna be one of them people who have to say it 1,000,000 times? If you even think I support rats, it is what it is. I'm not gonna force you not to believe that. That's weird to me, bro. I'm not doing that no more, bro. Cause I did multiple videos about it. I seen what the energy was like. I don't want to hear it, bruh. I was a real journalist on this Alpo being like a Sammy the Bull situation, living his best life. I didn't see none of y'all. No disrespect to you, King. I didn't see that type of energy. Now that he's dead, I ain't trying to hear none of that, bro. It sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds very well. But I'll put this whole platform, my life and all that. None of y'all would tell that man that. You would be in your Timberland shaking, bro. I hate to admit that, and I'm not coming at none of y'all. I'm just telling you what I've seen. So this whole live is for people who want to act, you know, saying this and that. I know what I'm doing this live for. Most real ones is catching the vibes of why I'm doing this live. It ain't to glorify no rats. If you want to call it that, I can't. Fuck, I'm gonna do lose sleep because you think a video calling out hypocrites is glorifying rats. If your mindset thinks the opposite of that, I can't help you. If you think it's glorifying rats. Real ones is catching the drift of this is just speaking the truth on all you niggas who watched this man been out. Even before he was out, y'all didn't even have an outrage with all the interviews he did while he was locked up. Why he was locked up. What about all the people who seen him? I don't want to talk about the things in the feds because he has enough things outside y'all didn't do.
Friendship, then no telling what you might send me down the line for. And I gave him the opportunity to tell me the truth, not once, but twice. So when I already came with the plan with my little man and like, yo, if he lied to me, we just gonna do what we need to do. Then that's what happened. Did I kill the little brother? No, I didn't. That was, you know who that was, right?
Right.
You know who that was?
Right. They said it was Preacher.
No, they didn't. That's who it was. They got
right.
Not just Preacher, but Richard's uncle Apple.
Right.
They did that.
Hey, you will be blocked. Even with the fake accounts, it shows your same IP address, dumbass nigga. Keep creating them. I told you, I own you, nigga. I own your soul. Look, I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah, you niggas, it sounds good. I'm gonna keep talking to the people who I'm talking to. Y'all see all the hurt dogs in the comment sections who are getting blocked and up out of here? Those are the scary ones who don't have anything to say to Alpo, but now he's dead. These folks is turning up. Shout out to Illuminated Negro. I'm the one who got videos on my channel right now going in on Alpo. No cap. I don't want to hear from none of y'all who got something to say now. I got videos, receipts, right? Even from my deleted channels, we been going on Alpo. Even King Erner himself called the boy channel like, okay, I was on this Alpo wave of going against the grain, knowing somebody could touch me for speaking ill against him. Where were y'all? I ain't trying to hear, oh, you a rat, nah, you sound like a hurt dog, bitch, nigga. It sounds good. Now your bitch ass is gonna sit here and watch the whole thing in the bushes. We know you ain't going nowhere, but salute to your whole ass. Alpo is a more stand-up nigga than you. It's just factual. Because you can't keep it real and say you were nervous to not say nothing when he was out here. And now you get to say all this and all. I'm not, like, bro, I get the flex now. It took his death for niggas to finally say something. That speaks volumes. Who really lost? It took death for niggas to act like they could breathe again. because the boogeyman ain't here, bruh. I went up against the boogeyman. Where were you niggas? I don't want to hear all this, oh, you're a rat. You're just trying to relate. Shut the fuck up, nigga. It sounds good. I'm going to keep saying that part. It sounds good. You can create 1,000 fake accounts. Y'all hit the like button for a real nigga on this hole, bruh. I'm going to tell you what it is. These niggas can't shake me off what the truth is, but it is. You a bitch, bro. It sounds good. The same nigga on the chat room act like he stand on some shit. His daddy was a rat. Grandfather was a rat. Big brother was a rat. This nigga done fold during recess in kindergarten. You knew he was gonna be a whole ass nigga. He done told on all of us. We took that boy Eric's fucking Ninja Turtle toy out of his book bag in 2nd grade. 4 of us during recess. I did the plan. I was a mastermind. They brought us to lunch. I act like I had to use the bathroom. Went the back of the cafeteria. Went back to the portables. I left my lunch bag. My mom gave me. Homeboys say the same thing. Go to classroom, take the Ninja Turtle toy, and you knew who was gonna fold. It was who? It was Brandon. Look at Brandon. Nigga already getting nervous. Right? I mean, I don't know, man. Let's go back in the cafeteria. Like, god damn, bro. I already knew it, bro. You Brandon. You Brandon back in 93, 94, bro. You Brandon. The nigga that wanted to go back in the cafeteria, bro. Facts. Come on, gang. Yeah, get them out of here. Michelle said, you capping for a snitch. Said, you didn't listen to nothing I say. I'm going to help you, Michelle. And the scary part is you're not even a female. You a nigga with a fake account pretending to be a female. I don't want to speak on that. We follow the YouTube guidelines here. These niggas is wild, son. It don't work here. What your fake outrage say a rat, all that, it sounds good. Y'all hit the like button for a real one. All I hear is that, remember the Charlie Brown teacher? Womp, 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 womp. A bitch nigga trying to talk some street shit. You don't count in this conversation. None of you trolls count in this conversation. A whole ass nigga that ain't never left the crib, he think his opinion matters on who told who didn't. Truthfully, I don't want to hear from niggas like you. You don't count on who's a rat and who's not. You, nigga? Go look in the mirror now, nigga. You get to decide if it matters who snitch, who. Like, look at yourself, nigga. You don't even believe the words you say, gang. Shout out to my bro, Math Hoffer, who once said, not everybody gets to discuss who's a rat and who's a snitch. Shut your bitch ass up and watch the show, gang. We don't believe in you, nigga. You don't even believe in yourself. You don't believe me? Go ask your wife if she believes in you. Nigga, the kids don't believe in you, gang. Sit the fuck back and let the shit rock, bro. I'm gonna let this nigga Poe talk because you were saying this. Where were you when he was saying shit like this, bro?
And what made it seem like I had something to do with it is because where I left Richard, the boy's body was found almost in that same whole City Island area.
Now, they said you carried the body all the way from Harlem to City Island? Yeah. You wasn't afraid?
No, I mean, once that first murder, once you take care of that first murder in your life, you know, it's like really, and not that this is a good thing that I'm saying, but you know, once you do it once, it's like everything else is. No, I wasn't afraid. No, the answer to that, no, I wasn't afraid. I mean, I was doing what I had to do, Antoine.
Okay.
Definitely got killed in that area, and his body was definitely taken up to around City Island.
Okay.
He got hit twice. It was just he felt something, man, because I'll tell you this, his hand was on the doorknob. I had to pry his hand from the doorknob because it locked on the doorknob.
Locked on the doorknob?
Yeah, he was trying to get up out of there.
They also said that he scratched your neck.
That's a false. He never scratched. Richard, first of all, Richard never seen it coming, really. He couldn't have scratched my neck because I was the driver, and my little man took care of everything else. And no, he didn't scratch me. How I got my neck scratched, and it's not Dave said it. I believe AZ said my neck.
Right, AZ said it.
Yeah, I believe AZ said my neck. Hold on. Richard didn't scratch my neck. Richard never even seen it coming. Richard never even laid a hand on me. He never knew what was happening.
Now, how'd your little man get killed now?
Little Gary got killed in D.C. And it wasn't because he helped me out with the Rich thing and all that. Oh yeah, by the way, I got my money back that Rich jerked me out of. You want to put that?
Okay.
Definitely got my money back.
How'd you do that?
Well, remember I just got hit with a bunch of bricks from him.
Right.
That I was supposed to bring the money back for.
Right.
I kept that.
Oh, you kept that?
Yeah, I got close to what he was beating me for back.
Okay.
He my little man in D.C. It came a thing with him where he was, he was a short kind of guy. He was about 5'1", 5'2", real slim in the body and a real big head.
Okay.
But he was getting money though. People didn't know he was getting money. At that time, he was probably holding about $1 million, $2 million, and people didn't know that he was holding like that. He was getting it, and
Hey, salute to who just wrote that. Salute to Melody Sunshine said, paid in full is not everything about Poe. Not at all. Facts. Shout out to you, man. No disrespect. Paid in full is like probably 15% of the story of Alpo's life or Rich's life or any of these in it. Like, they show you the brother getting killed is facts and they sold drugs is facts. I'm gonna still say allegedly. Other than that, like, most of it was just spin-offs, and you had to do it because folks can still get indicted. I don't care what they tell you on statutes and limitations. People can still get indicted on some of these. There are cold cases allegedly involved in what some of these alleged people did. I'm going to keep saying alleged. They can open it up at any time, bro. I don't even think there's a statute of limitations on murder, bro. Ain't G Depp just admitted a murder he did years ago, and they still gave him some years for it? Like, I ain't trying to hear all that, bro. That story goes deep. Niggas be acting like they know the whole thing because they watch Paid in Full. You should pour it a rat. Shut the fuck up. I don't even take you serious, gang. You think I care if you call me a rat? Number one, everybody know I'm a stand-up dude. I don't believe in rats. I gotta say it 1,000 times to get through your ears. F-boy. What do you F-boys hear? You hear your own premonitions? You niggas is prophets and shit now? What do you, I gotta have a t-shirt like Cameron and them did and say no snitching? If you gotta have a shirt on that says no snitching, get the fuck away from me, gang. I believe you tell on everybody, bro. I gotta make an announcement. I don't believe in ratting this motherfucker. Huh? I gotta come like a preacher up in this motherfucker to be telling you I don't believe in rats. I gotta make an announcement in this motherfucker. I already know what type of niggas you is if I gotta make that announcement. A fucking F-boy. On God, bro. Type of niggas is you, bruh. Don't have this conversation with me. You ain't like that. You not from that. Move on, bruh. You're a rat. You ain't from that life, bro. You're not even from them neighborhoods, bro. We can't have this conversation. You don't count, nigga. You're not even a civilian. You're beneath that, bro. Far away, bruh. Get away, bruh. Fly off, bruh. You don't count here, bro. When I see y'all write your duck goose comments, it don't do nothing. I just say another F-boy, bro. They come like flies. You swat a fly, 2 more come from the ditches, bro. Cause I own your soul, bro. I'm the Grim Reaper that controls you. Every movement. Now let me get back to Poe.
He had a real short man complex. Okay, and like I said, we wasn't just business partners. I knew a lot of his business. I knew his family. He knew my family in D.C. and in New York. I knew his son's mother. I knew where he laid his head. He knew where I laid my head sometimes. I knew some of his stashes. He knew some of my stashes. We became real close. So, and he was also the one with me with Rich.
Okay.
So we had a lot of secrets on one another. And he had the short man complex, and he started to become real jealous with me as far.
Hey, I know I talk a lot. I'm gonna let him go, but stay tuned. I see my dog just said, shout out to Slump Sosa. He said Alpo DC story would be fire. Hey, shout out to my Harlem Kings out there. But y'all wanna know something, bruh? From doing this hip-hop YouTube things, I done met a lot of people. And even before doing this and in Job Corps, them DC niggas, bruh, the stories you hear about, fuck the movie shit. I'm talking about real life alleged stories. It's what he did in DC that's probably gonna be the most lit story that we gonna see. You see how they stick to Harlem with the Paid in Full? You need to see that story. You need to see how he was a superstar in Harlem. They should have showed the whole fireworks he did. He gave back to the hood for real, for real. A young man doing that for the neighborhood. He's doing damn near almost $1 million worth of fireworks or more than that for the whole neighborhood. I'm glad they showed that. But wait till they show you a DC story of Poe, bruh. The trench warfare that was going on before DC and New York. I don't even think I should even say that. I'm gonna fall back from that. Shout out to New York and DC, but most of y'all know what I almost just said. But it was a lot of y'all know what going on that they still don't even really talk about. Why them DC streets and New York streets forever gonna be like this, connected, bruh. Shout out to all y'all froze. A lot of lives was lost, bruh. A lot. A whole lot, bruh. You know what you had to be? What type of animal you had to be like to survive, bro? I give respect to all them guys, the dead ones and the ones living. That type of generation was different, bro. All these niggas who say this and that, nah, bro, that generation was...
Through the people, because the people used to, since I was Alpo, people used to see him with me all the time and think he was working for me.
Right.
Because not until I came to DC, really, he started coming out with like Benzes and all, because he seen what I was doing, so he started busting out with little Benzes and all that type of 300 coupes and all that.
Right.
And I always had the reputation if you let me your car, Antoine, automatically that was my car.
Right.
That was my car. And then if they seen you with it, like, oh yeah, he driving Poe car. So time went on. One day, me and him and one of his workers would sit at a table at a restaurant having a sandwich, and he called my wife a bitch. He called my wife a bitch because he was like, man, you still with that crazy bitch? And I just looked over at him. And I could have took it a little better if it was just me and him. But one of his workers was there.
Right.
And I kind of like gave him that look like, yo, you really disrespected me right now. And so he seen her. She was coming to look for me down Southwest because she knew I hung out down there. So the kid, Gary, seen her. He was like, yo, there go that bitch. Look at that bitch. Who she looking for? She must be looking for Poe. And my man Wayne heard him say this. And he beat me. He beat me later. He was like, yo, Gary was down here talking trash about you and he disrespected your wife. I was going to kill him right there, but I said, let me get with you first. Because I was like, no, I still got love for the kid. No, he's just frustrated right now. And we had a lot of secrets on one another, and I always told them before this happened, I said, you know, we know so much about one another that if we was to ever get into any type of confusion or anything, one of us would have to leave. And I'm definitely not going back to New York because I'm getting money. So the only thing else is one of us will have to die. He was like, yo, I feel you, because we knew a lot about one another. So
the world's #1 pound-for-pound fighter, Canelo.
Now I got this deal coming up with this connect, like, yo, this crazy big deal, like, yo, they want me to put up like, I had to put up like maybe about $2 million. They was gonna hit me with like probably about, I say anywhere from like $6 million worth of coke in New York. You hear me? Yeah, it was like about $6 million. So they wanted me to put up like $2 million, and I owe $4. Okay. Right? So I had like 1.5. I put up like 1.5, and I was just telling my little man for him to just put up a $500,000. Okay. I was able to put up the whole. I could have put up the whole $2 million at that time. Okay. This would have just set us on the map for, and it was at like 11,000 a key, 10,000 a key. I could have came to DC and got 19,000. To the dudes who I didn't really like and the dudes who I was real cool with, I could have got 17. You know, that was like $6,000, $8,000 profit. So before this goes about, his anger is really building up with me, and he's not really feeling me like that anymore. And we really had stopped hanging out, but I didn't really pay no attention to it. I'm saying I still got love for this kid and all that. So he tells somebody down in Lawton Prison about this deal. He told somebody that he was cool with down there. Only thing he didn't know that the same person that he's telling, they know my man, Wayne. My man Wayne, he get to me and say, yo, you about to put a deal together in New York for this, that, and gonna put gas. I said, what the hell? I said, how you know? He said, well, man, my man called me down from Lawton. He said, Gary told him that, yo, that you want to put this deal together and it ain't gonna go, he gonna wind up doing you in the process. Just how much anger he built up for me. So I said, oh yeah. So my man was like, yo, let's go. I said, no, we got to do this right now. Can't just be running up on Gary in broad daylight. That's gonna come back to us. So we gotta do this right, and we gotta get him when nobody know. So my little man Gary, he had a little beef with somebody.
Nah, correction to Melody Sunshine. He was not in his early 20s at all. That's why I'm trying to tell you, this man's name is gonna live on with the Al Capones. People can get mad at me all they want. Not you. I'm talking about the trolls we got rid of earlier. This man's he's probably past Al Capone. Some people ain't gonna like that. His story does pass Al Capone because he was not in his early 20s. Remember, He was doing this at 11, allegedly. And at 13, he already had a name that 30-year-olds didn't have. You put 2 and 2 together. That's facts. Remember, he went to AZ and them at only like 14. AZ said, hold on, let's go to this right quick. When AZ was bringing on Alpo killing Rich Porter. I think this is the one when AZ told on Vlad the age. Hold on.
Doing what he do, whatever out in DC. And I think.
Nah, refused to lose. He was not 17. Alpo was 11 years old. 13 years old, he had the name. Yeah, he was younger than that. Everybody in Harlem knew about Poe for the longest. He was that kid that was getting money. They would say the Spanish kid. It was like, which nigga? Because all niggas, apparently we looked alike, but low key we did. So niggas used to say, oh, it's the Spanish nigga. And they knew which black nigga they were talking about because, you know, we just speak Spanish, so there's no difference. And Alpo was the dude that just get around, the ladies man. But the dude, I don't want to say too much. You feel me? Most of y'all should know what I'm trying to get to and not saying it, what Alpo is known for as well. You don't get a name just because you could sell drugs. Like, every nigga was selling drugs back in them days. Niggas around Alpo and them age too was selling. Like, it wasn't just him, the youngest. Let's just be real. In that New York area, it was money down there. In that specifically that New York area, of course, Cali brought a lot back, but in that New York area, it was money, money, money. So you had a lot of competition and Poe stood out. What makes you stand out? Put 2 and 2 together. I don't want to go deep. I'm going to say allegedly. I knew Poe, he wasn't no 13 doing big. You tripping, bro. I'm not going to argue with you on that. His life story is already out there from the man himself. Now y'all gonna make me be a real journalist and put Alpo telling you how old he was. Fuck going off what y'all watch. So I'm going off what this man, everything I'm saying is coming out of this Alpo mouth himself and all the real people around him. He was a young dude. We're not going off of what you heard here and there. No disrespect to y'all. Face Mob said they ain't stupid blessed. They know. I don't know why they like 17 and y'all saying no. The nigga was around 11 out that porch, and 13 he already had a name established. I know y'all don't want to believe that because you comparing yourself at 13. I know what I was doing at 13. I was not even 1% close to this nigga, bro. That's crazy to me, bro. Alpo with King Von. Facts. No, I was there. Congratulations, you was there, bro. You are somewhat right. Alpo started selling heroin. Well, I don't want to argue with you. You might be telling the truth, but I don't want to say selling and all. We're gonna say allegedly, even though he dead. I don't want to put that type of energy, what he was doing. You might be right. You feel me? Normally, when people say they was there, you don't sound like, who am I to call you a liar? You feel me? I will tell you out of his own mouth, he was 11 already. And then by 13, he already had a name. So we kind of telling, I think we both right, you know? Because if he's selling that boy and that girl at 13, you saying, then obviously that's when he had the name. Salute to you, fam. Ahmed Belton, assalamu alaikum to you, brother. You said Alpo was soft. Nah, I ain't gonna listen. Nigga, you hide in your face and I'm supposed to listen to you talk about a nigga that's outside every day. Come on, bro. Like, I ain't gonna block your name, but fall back, nigga. What's his name? Time to get you. Fall back, nigga. Time to get some help, bro. Glow Wild say, no, Wayne Perry was King Von. Hey, Wayne Perry was more, you gotta say, allegedly them dudes was Wayne Perry, because Wayne Perry is the standard. You feel me, bro? Like, Jesus Christ, bro. No disrespect to Poe. It's like, I know the story of Wayne Perry more than all of these people. It's like people, even the people who got the dead family speak, I'm not gonna say good about him, but they bring up that legendary stat. The police who do the documentaries and speak about Wayne, it's crazy, bro. Like, damn, bro. And Wayne wasn't no smooth nigga. Like, I think it's fear. Like, now, let me fall back, bro. I'm saying too much. Let me press play, bro. Hold on. Real Right say, don't you lames ever compare him to Von. Von put in all his work and pulled the trigger himself. Alpo. Nah, bro. Real Right. I agree with you with that. No, I can't agree with you with that. I'm gonna say allegedly the Von and Alpo. For all I know is Alpo don't got no bodies, Von don't got no bodies. Even, you know, I don't want to put that energy out there. I know what you're saying. I would agree with you, but you heard them wrong. They tried to say, you know, Von and Wayne is similar. You feel what I'm saying? If you know what I mean. And that's what they trying to say, Von and Wayne Perry. They ain't saying Alpo. Wayne Perry's story is crazy too. You ready to solve a new? Oh, you doing too much, and you got a whole ass name, bro. You called your name Deep the Sneak. What type of zesty, bruh? And you couldn't even be a man and call me out. I guess you do be sneaking dishes, right? What type of whole ass? I salute to you, bruh. Alpo was 17 when his name was ringing in all the boroughs. You might, I don't want to argue with that one, but in Harlem he had a name at 13. But all the boroughs, you might be right. You feel what I'm saying? With AZ in them, right? Let me let AZ say it right quick.
You know, according to what they say on these documentaries and reading, a lot of people lost their lives. Just laying down a lot of people. You know, and I don't see, to me personally speaking, I don't understand the reason for murder. If it's about money, everybody getting money.
Yeah.
Not unless it's something other hidden agenda that, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. But it's deep to me, fam. Okay. And I still believe that when you learn about situations, how to
they bring up the, I'm gonna go back to Alpo instead of AZ, but they bring up the government part in this, and y'all gotta remember that, bro. Like never take away that part. I'm gonna say allegedly educational purpose, but never throw away that part. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to put no conspiracies out there or nothing like that. But and look, it could have been even a young nigga too who dropped Alpo. I'm not trying to take none of y'all claims away. For everything y'all saying on who killed Alpo, y'all all could be correct. Me, I know it's gonna be something I gotta sit back and just wait to know, or at least 20 years from now, 30 years from now. Maybe I might be dead before, or my kids will be old before we know the real truth. It might be one of them things, bro. Like, you're gonna see 40 years later, they come out with a documentary and talk about, I don't know, or it's just a nigga down the street and he drinking a fifth right now, laughing his ass off. It could be anything, bro. I ain't gonna be fake and act like he didn't have all these beefs around, but I'm like, it was a lot of times he could get touched in a drive-by. Cause if a nigga, well, them shots look kind of close to be 5, but they said it was a drive-by. So if it's a drive-by, I'm thinking in my head, like, damn, multiple occasions it could have been a drive-by. You feel me? Like, how come now it's a drive-by and they got the drop light? It's too much going on for me to just make it easy and just say it is what it is. I'm not the guy who wanted revenge on Alpo. I ain't got nothing to do with it, so I'm not gonna lose sleep. I'm just being honest. I'm not gonna lose sleep. I'm gonna just say, sad news for everybody involved, you know?
It was hitting the whole DC, man. 50 of them keys, right? People wasn't even paying.
Ray will send out a message to him. You guys don't pay me, you're coming here with me.
19,000 pounds of cocaine that was seized.
That's the largest seizure of drugs I've ever seen in my life.
They played the tapes for him with his voice saying up drug deals. He knew there was no beating that.
He'd already made a decision that when they stepped to him, he was going to cooperate.
The Colombian dudes that Ray was fucking with, as well as some of their associates, was fucked up when they found out Ray was informant.
One of the most feared drug kingpins in Colombia has given himself up.
You don't testify against Colombians if you want to live.
Well, right now, it's kind of sad.
Mr. Edmond is in involuntary protective custody.
Because when I'm in jail most of the time, I'm separated from everybody.
Rayfield's going to have to spend the rest of his life in the witness protection program.
He stayed the summer with a white family. I think there was another little boy that the family had that was their son, and Al was like their son. You know, he spent every summer with the same family. They always wanted him back.
He was just part of the family. We just accepted him to come. We just liked to have him every year.
He really was a good kid. Nobody, I can't imagine anybody not liking Albert, and that proved to be the case once he got here. You know, when your first time you met him, you just liked him.
He adapted to that, which was good, because you was able to see how different people grow up.
Going to the boys club, wanted to be a Marine, wanted to be a cadet.
And they loved him over there. I mean, you can go to 3rd Avenue on 111th Street, and his pictures were everywhere.
If you didn't have a strong structure, it's like you could easily lose it, because you'll be outside, you know, learn how to try to make a buck.
We have a community.
Came And he must have been only like 15 and a half, and he had the big chains on, the big gold chains.
The kids around here noticed these things immediately and started asking questions.
At this time and age, that might be normal, but I'm talking about back in 78, you understand, a 13, 14-year-old kid, 79, that wasn't normal.
He was very street smart, and he will observe everything.
Nigga had the eye of the tiger and he was hungry, man.
Poe wasn't drinking, Poe wasn't smoking no weed, Poe didn't do nothing, Poe was strictly about getting paper and putting that shit away.
It's some shit like LeBron James got it, Michael Jordan had it, Poe had it.
When my nigga Al met my man Shorty Love, and my man Love showed this nigga the way what this is.
His game wasn't aggressive at all.
When he got with Randy, the beast came out with him.
When Alpo met Randy, somehow Randy installed an aggressiveness in him, and he just went ahead and did his damn thing.
And he learned, like, listen, if you want to get in the game, you gotta be 110% sure, because the nigga would take you out, and never underestimate the man that don't got nothing.
My niggas and them was going on the grind and stick the motherfucking Dominicans up, and they had to send a nigga in there, like my nigga Poe he knew Spanish. They didn't know he knew Spanish. So when they was talking that laga, he was on the side letting niggas know what to do.
As soon as Poe get in the house, nigga tell you, he'll tell you, man, this is on the second floor. Fine, just come up here and kick the door down.
Watch out for this nigga.
The supply of cocaine.
Timing was everything, because all the older hustlers had faded out, and the game was wide open.
This is the kind of lucrative profit that's in this whole business.
Which one of you is asking where we're going to get the money?
This is going to help the deficit being reduced, huh?
There it is.
This whole area right here was nothing but the tires. They had the drug shit locked down. But them niggas, so many of them niggas was getting knocked off, and niggas was going to jail, and niggas was snitching on them.
So that allowed the Colombians to come in and fill the void.
Yo, they started giving it to a nigga cheaper than what the Chinese was giving it to a nigga for.
Their production is equal to nearly 3 times the amount of cocaine that was brought into the United States last year.
These countries who say they're our friends and they're our allies, they're destroying us. They're gonna turn us into a...
He was destined to be rich, man.
AZ used to test me sometimes. He used to give me a certain amount of bricks and tell me to go bottle them up. He didn't play that. You know what I'm saying? Like, A didn't play that, man.
We had to sit down there and bottle 10 bricks. He gonna sit down there with me and make sure each, bottle before he go out to work.
Because the spot on 45th Street was moving so fast that it was doing 2 or 3 bricks a day. You know what I'm saying?
A took a liking to him because he was about his business.
Say for instance, Connect give me 100 bricks, and they say, okay, give me $1 million. I'm not going to bring the Connect back 999,000,099 cents. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make sure they have that penny to make it $1 million. Even if a nigga fucked up my shit, whatever, that's not their business. That's my business. You understand? I take it out mine and here, boom. Why? Because as soon as they say, I say here, they say here. You understand? And then they be in a position like, and thought like, damn, I don't want to lose this cat. Cat is loyal. And to me, loyalty brings forth royalty.
I seen the bigger picture. And he played fair, so it was no need to be petty, because he wasn't petty with me.
He had ideas, he had ambition, you know what I'm saying? He had dreams, and he wasn't letting nobody get in the way. No means necessary. Nobody. I know Alpo blew off the jukebox. That really put Alpo in the game.
Tipping and all that, we bring the whole hood out.
We would have our games up at the Rucker, you know what I'm saying? It'd be jam-packed. Pookie Wilson be playing, Rambo be playing, a lot of dunks, a lot of action, and all of a sudden you hear this run.
The street knew they was coming.
They all lined up.
This nigga standing up doing 20 block wheelies.
Looking at everybody, catching all the life.
With his shit hanging in the air like this. Evil Knievel had nothing on Alpo.
So all of a sudden the crowd is looking, they're not even paying attention.
$6 million worth of coke in New York.
Produced by
you hear me?
Contrast
It was like about $6 million. So they wanted me to put up like $2 million in our old folk.
Okay.
Right? So I had like 1.5. I put up like 1.5, and I was just telling my little man for him to just put up a $500,000.
Okay.
I was able to put up I could have put up the whole $2 million at that time.
Okay.
This would have just set us on the map for, and it was at like 11,000 a key, 10,000 a key. I could have came to DC and got 19,000. To the dudes who I didn't really like and the dudes who I was real cool with, I could have got 17. You know, that was like $6,000, $8,000 profit. So before this goes about, his anger is really building up with me, and he's not really feeling me like that anymore. And we really had stopped hanging out, but I didn't really pay no attention to it. I'm saying I still got love for this kid and all that. So he tells somebody down in Lawton prison about this deal. He told somebody that he was cool with down there. Only thing he didn't know that the same person that he's telling, they know my man, Wayne. My man Wayne, he get to me and say, yo, you about to put a deal together in New York for this, that, and gonna put gas. I said, what the hell? I said, how you know? He said, well, man, my man called me down from Lawton. He said, Gary told him that, that you want to put this deal together and it ain't gonna go, he gonna wind up doing you in the process. Just how much anger he built up for me. So I said, oh yeah. So my man was like, yo, I said, no, we got to do this right now. Can't just be running up on Gary in broad daylight. That's gonna come back to us. So we gotta do this right, and we gotta get him when nobody know. So my little man Gary, he had a little beef with somebody, and they just maybe a month earlier, they tried to kill him. And so he beats me one night and said, yo, kid, one of the kids' name was Jawbreaker, out of DC, the kid named Jawbreaker. He said, yo, I know where Jawbreaker them at. This is Gary talking to us on the phone. Like, yo, I know where the kid Jawbreaker them at. They had such and such, such and such. I said, oh yeah. So I'm talking to him on the phone. I said, who you with? He said, yo, I'm by myself. I said, you got something? He said, yeah, I got 2 pistols with me now. I said, all right. I was with my man Wayne and 2 other dudes that were under my man Wayne. So that was our perfect opportunity. My man Wayne was like, yo, this is it.
Hey, hold on. AZ said to Vlad TV he don't know who killed who. I'm not saying he knows, but I'm saying Alpo out of his own mouth said AZ knew I killed Rich. Let's listen to that right quick. This ain't me saying, this is on the internet in a million places. I just wanted to go over that one oh yeah, I did remember AZ said that. I don't know what it's about. We just listened to some audio. I don't know nothing, bruh. At the end of the day, this video got 1 million or whatever, because y'all like saying that funny-ish, but this nigga Alpo put that on video. But y'all be, oh, you're doing this. You're shut up, bruh.
Right here where I was meeting Rich that night. And I pulled up right here. He got into the van. He got into the van right here. And once he got into the van, I knew I had to lock. I locked the doors. And as I was pulling off, I was asking him, because it didn't take long after I pulled off, I was asking him like, yo, Rich, where did you get that coat from, man? That shit was good, because I wanted to make him comfortable. That shit was good as a motherfucker. He's like, I got it from my Connect. I said, oh yeah. So from there, I knew he was lying. I turned to my little man. I gave him the nod. Once I gave him the nod, my little man spent, because he was short so he could stand up in the van. Next thing you heard was the 2 gunshots, bang, bang. Richard slumped over, and it happened. It happened right here. It happened right here.
At this light.
At this light, it happened. I'm saying, in my mind, I'm saying to my little man, yo, he's dead. He's done it. He just got hit with a .357. Twice. The only sound I heard was, him releasing his breath. His last breath. So I'm assuming that he's dead. And I need to find a place to put his, leave his body without anyone seeing me and seeing the van or just, so the only place I can think of and just driving.
Hold on. Swag Buzz said, why y'all believe anything Alpo say? He's a known liar. No, he's a known rat, and that's why I believe him. I mean, bro, he openly, he told and he said it, which I don't respect telling or none of that, but you said, why would I believe him? Because he admitted almost all the things he did, the murders, everything. I mean, yeah, I believe him. I mean, what you want me to say, bruh? Shout out the Applejack in the building. Say salute to DJ Bless One, always with the fire, always on point, always giving the people facts. Like, share, and subscribe. Y'all remember, Where y'all heard the real hip hop and hip hop related night. Salute to the king. Salute to you, bro. Stay blessed for you, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna continue pressing play, but you hear Alpo say it himself, bro. Like, so I'm not saying if I believe it or not. Stop getting emotional, king. I'm literally letting you hear the man himself say this. It's for you to get your gripes and complaints with Poe, not me. You feel me? Think about it. Why should I believe you on Alpo being a liar? I don't know you. Be careful in who you call a liar. We don't know each other. You feel me? So it's easy to not, like, am I supposed to believe you over what this man is saying? So it's not who I believe, it's what's being said. That's all that's being played here. Receipts on who's saying what.
And it's just so funny. I'm saying City Island, but I'm not even sure if I wanted City Island, but I just knew I wanted to get off the streets and get onto a highway.
How did you feel? Was you mad? Was you angry? Like, what was going on in your head?
I was very mad. I just killed a nigga that I loved, a nigga that I was getting money with, a nigga that I called my brother. We kept driving this way, and until I can find a remote spot to leave the body. Go around this turn right here. Yeah, loop it real quick. It was somewhere over here. So I pulled over like right here, just threw the van up on as close as I can to the rail. Once I pulled over, my little man, Gary's probably like 5'3", 1 something. So I'm trying to stay behind this. I'm trying to stay behind the steering wheel. I'm trying to stay in the driver's seat just in case we gotta pull off, and have him go dump the body. But when he went to go try to dump, get Rich out the car, he couldn't pick him up. He couldn't pick him up. Rich was bigger than him, so he couldn't move him to put him in the woods and all that. So now I had to get out the van to go help him. And when I went to go help him, Richard made a sound. So that shit startled me. Like, oh shit, he's still alive. So I grabbed the gun. I grabbed the gun from my little man and put one in his head. And then I had to pick him up. And dump him in the woods and leave his body. I was able to, get him where he needed to be. And then we jumped back in the van, and I made sure I didn't skid off or anything like that to leave any kind of tracks. And we left.
Hey, let's play this part here.
And we left.
Hold on. Let's play this part. Remember the famous conversation like in 2014 or 15 when Poe was on a radio conversation and then AZ confronted him on the phone. That's the one I want to go to. It's 22 minutes, but we're going to be forwarding it. You know what I mean? I know y'all don't want to sit through the whole 22 minutes, but let's listen right quick.
What they do what they do and let other niggas talk about it.
All motherfucking bills around here. Keep my brother names out your motherfucking mouth. Pat Porter, 132, location. Alright?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, K?
Just chilling, nigga. Sitting here parlaying with your man AZ.
Yeah, okay there?
Yeah, nigga sitting up at the table, son.
Let me speak to him, man.
Yo, hold on. Let me see. Yo, Z. What up, K? Yo, Poe want to talk to you, man.
Yeah.
Fuck you mean he on the phone, man?
I ain't trying to talk to nobody on the phone, dog. No?
Let me get the phone, man.
Yo, what you mean you ain't, This
Let me
Poe. Poe, man.
9 years ago, man. Tell me to get the phone.
Yo, Z, step to this phone, man.
This motherfucking town ain't big enough for two niggas to be number one.
My bad. It was Poe that confronted AZ on the interview, and I guess AZ didn't want to be on the phone, but they end up talking to each other. Hold on.
DJ Red.
Yeah. So we gonna keep it simple. We gonna keep it simple. We gonna keep it funky and all that. I just wanna
Conqueror.
That's major we need to discuss. We'll see each other again.
Yeah.
But let's clear the air though.
Well, I did hear a little bit of your tape, and I like the message. I definitely like the message that you're trying to send out letting people know that, you know, we did it.
No doubt.
But this, we not trying to promote it.
Exactly.
We're not trying to be role models. Yo, this is Big Alpo. I want to give a shout out to Irv Gotti and that whole Murder Inc. family. Murder.
Show them the remedy.
But that's what cats, some cats, that's the only thing they respect. That's the only thing they respect. But hey, in the help me, clear something up for me, man. Cause I think I came at you a while. I came at you. I talked to you for a brief minute once before about the Fed magazine. Just help me out, man. You got to help me. A lot of cats came at me about your article. That's cool with me. It was like, yo, why is your man
Red Skull,
making you seem like you was some flunky to him, man? And why did they get that impression, man?
Why did they get that impression? Because they was a nigga.
Hey, I'm gonna make a point to make the trolls understand I own your soul. I'm tired of explaining that we don't support rats or snitches over here, but bitch niggas gonna keep popping up. By your own very statement, you're a bitch nigga. So for us to listen and talk about Alpo makes us a rat lover. The fact that you clicked on this shit, wouldn't that make you a rat lover? Cause clicking would, by your logic, bro, I like doing the smart nigga shit. By your logic, wouldn't that mean by your dumb nigga logic, wouldn't that mean, bruh, you supporting a rat? Get your bitch ass off the shit, bruh. I'm trying to enjoy a good show we doing here, bruh. We don't give a fuck about your opinion, nigga. I understand your wife don't respect you if you have one. Your mama don't respect you. The neighborhood you in don't respect you. You're home all day talking shit on the internet for the last 7 hours. Give it a break, nigga. I'm high right now, bruh. I'm vibing, bro. Don't fuck up my vibe, bro. I don't give a fuck about all that. Go tell the next nigga your glory stories, bro. I just want to hear this shit and rock out and vibe, bruh. Okay, Superman, we get it, nigga. You super forward tough, nigga. We get you, gang. Now fall the fuck back and let us just vibe, bruh. Shout out to E in the chat. Yeah, I own your soul, bruh. And I just, I took the soul away. You still gonna be sitting here watching all that rah-rah you doing. It sounds good. Now let's get back to the real wolves, not the puppy dogs that want to in the chat room, bruh. That's all I hear, Chihuahua wolfing, gang. Now let me get back to this nice little entertainment. Damn, you sound like a whole ass nigga, bro. Like, oh God, bro.
You read the article, they was like, they came at me and like, yo, Abe really tried to make it seem like you was his flunky.
Yo, nigga read the article for what it was worth, and you know how niggas try to steer it up, whatever they want it to be, it's gonna become, and they thought. So if they hit you with that, we here talking right now. Do you think it was like that?
But no, you know what? I knew I was, like I said in my article, I knew I wasn't your flunky. I knew I had a position, and that's the position I played. You was a good dude. I don't
even be thinking about making a nigga flunky or talking like that to a nigga. I look at it like this. A nigga come to me, and I know he about getting paper, and I see about getting money. I'm like, yo, here, take this, bring me back this. Let's eat, man.
Let's eat.
I'm not trying to be nobody boss, never was. Here, take this, give me back this, and let's keep it moving, man.
That's what I used to.
And niggas was getting it like that, because the prices that nigga was getting for, nigga couldn't touch it, B.
It was sweet, eh?
I ain't even really ask you a question, but let niggas know, man. These motherfuckers in the magazine, the way they put shit and the way niggas is saying it, like.
Turn out, we was just a component. The plan. So I mean, he knew all this was gonna happen, and I just played a part, man. I just played a part in the show. Like AZ said, the people, we ride down the streets and we do this, and the people on the sidewalk was the audience. I played a part. I played a part again, like I said, whether it was right or wrong, and I'm the first one to admit now, a lot of my decisions, that to Rich.
And Rich didn't follow up on it, you say?
Yeah, he didn't follow up on it. He just said, you know what? I know he's jealous of me. And that took place with Darnell, and then we stepped to I don't know if you remember the cat to say to Rob.
Yeah, I remember him.
Running with Kevin and them. Yeah, he got at us, and that whole thing was going on. He said, look, and I remember where it was at. It was on 156th Street, up by the cab stand. He said, yo, check this out, man. I'm going to tell you what's going on. Preacher, the uncle, they got something to do with your little brother. And we took that information, and that's when Rich was going to go at them, but other things happened. But it definitely came back to him that the uncle had something to do with it. But they wanted to keep the focus on me, but I guess the whole thing was going on with Richard, so they kept the focus on me. They even had people fly down to D.C. from New York to see me. Like, yo, listen, you made that polygraph thing may have proof, but I'm going to get some evidence that you did it.
The Conqueror.
Come to find out, and I sat there.
Who did this, the Fed?
Yeah, they flew from New York to D.C. Once they knew they had me in the system, and I was, doing my thing, they said, well, we got to go see him. Because we getting this from the family. It's just too much saying that he had something to do with the little boy. And told them about 14 murders. And I was being sarcastic when I said it. But I said, I just confessed to 14 murders. 14 and a half ain't going to hurt me. Ain't going to hurt me or help me. Being sarcastic, like saying he wasn't even a full man. He was a half a man. And they never believed me. They always thought, so they had it from the family so strong that I had something to do with that they really wanted to bang that on me.
The rest
And,
was
I said
the newspapers. The rest was history.
All didn't stop. When Richard was when that happened to Richard, I don't understand that statement, but that's the way he felt. And again, that's just, I guess he feels better if he glorifies him. So, but let's keep it real now.
How did they even get the idea that you killed Rich?
Huh?
How did they find out that you killed Rich?
I told them.
You told them?
I told him.
You told AZ?
Yeah, I told AZ I killed Rich.
Why'd you tell him?
I was on the phone talking to him, and I said, I know.
Y'all heard that? Hold on, man. We ain't gonna just run through that, man. Shout out to the chat room. Look, I need y'all to do me one favor. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and rock out with this team right here. Now, you just heard the man say AZ. He told him that he dropped Rich. Rest in peace to Rich. Rest in peace to Poe. Blessings to AZ. Y'all heard these guys say all this. I ain't doing nothing. These niggas say this online. So some of y'all just ain't in tune or paying attention. But I be watching these niggas what they put out. I ain't gonna cap. They got an interesting story, so I'm paying attention. I'm a Florida boy. Why wouldn't I be paying attention? So if you say that I'm a rat because I'm paying attention to their story, wouldn't that make your whole ass a rat? Because you clicked on this. Now fall back and let's continue watching their story. Pay attention and listen to the man tell you that he told AZ that we know the answer, Sue, that the group, but I'm talking about that's actually out there for the people, so it ain't no speculation. They been said it, because we always say the allegedly. I'ma still say allegedly, but you heard what they said out there, because AZ went to Vlad TV and told a whole different story. You know what I mean? And I don't blame him. Why would you go to Vlad? Salute to Vlad. Like, I don't blame Vlad. I blame the dumb nigga that go there and just tell Vlad everything and then blame the nigga with the camera. But why would you tell this nigga you doing X, Y, and Z in the first place? Maybe I'm just thinking like me, but it is what it is. But AZ said he didn't do it. Now, let me just press the button. Listen, Poe was going to say, I told AZ I dropped Rich.
And I made sure I didn't skid off or anything like that to leave any kind of tracks. And we left. And the rest was the newspapers. The rest was history.
All didn't stop. When Richard was when that happened to Richard, I don't understand that statement, but that's the way he felt. And again, that's just, I guess he feels better if he glorifies him. So, but let's keep it real now.
How did they even get the idea that you killed Rich?
Huh?
How did they find out that you killed Rich?
I told them.
You told them?
I told him.
You told AZ?
Yeah, I told AZ I killed Rich.
Why'd you tell him?
I was on the phone talking to him, and I said, I know you want to know. Just like I said when I talk to certain people.
No, how did the police know?
Huh?
How did the police know?
The police?
Right.
I told them.
You told them too?
Yeah. I had to confess to all these murders and all that.
Oh, okay, just in case it came up later.
Right. When you in that situation as far as dealing with the government or cooperating with, you don't just tell another people. You got to tell your involvement too.
Okay.
You don't just tell what other people did. You got to tell what you did too. It's like a double-edged sword.
Okay, I got you.
People have a serious misconception as far as, snitching or cooperating and all that. When you sit down with them people, depends who you you are and what your dealing is and all that. But since I was at the top of the totem pole,
Right, they want you to tell everything.
I got to tell everything that was my involvement. Everything I had something to do with. I had to. So I was the person who executed Rich. So I had to tell. I couldn't just say, "Oh, well, Gary killed him." No, I was. I had something to do with that also. I was there. I pulled the trigger also.
You pulled the trigger also?
Yeah, I pulled the trigger also. I mean, 'cause when we first hit him, like I said, I want to lay that. But when he first was hit, he didn't die right away.
Okay. He didn't die?
No, he didn't die right away when he first was sitting in that chair. No.
So you had to hit him?
Yeah.
Why you didn't hit him in the head? That's
where he got hit.
Oh, okay. That's when he grabbed the door handle or whatever you said.
He was on the door handle. Yeah.
You didn't get scared. That's once again. I said you didn't even. You had the tinted windows and the bullets never shattered none of the windows.
No. I was in a big van.
Okay. That's incredible.
I tell you, I wasn't scared and all that. And all that I wasn't. And all that I wasn't scared. No. And all those things. I'm gonna be true. I never came. I just always wanted to make sure I got away with it and I did it right. But as far as being scared, no, I wasn't really scared. I was more scared dealing with these white folks than anything.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I was scared about. Standing in front of that judge and all that. That's when I was scared. But running them streets and doing all those things and all that, no, I wasn't. I always wanted to get away with it. I never wanted to get caught. But scared, like, no, I don't want to do that. No, I never. No. Like I said, I was more scared dealing with these, I wasn't scared dealing with the brother man, but I was definitely scared dealing with the other man.
Okay. And, did they give you a lot of trafficking laws?
Yeah, I got interstate trafficking, I got RICO, I got all that.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's why.
Hey, y'all see me, I'm muting myself up because these comments got me dead, bruh. Salute to the people in the chat room, bruh. These comments is going in. Like I told you, I ain't gonna block you if you wanna go in on Alpo. Why would I get mad at y'all? The people who we block is the people just saying some dumb ass. First of all, I do feel offended when a nigga call me a rat. I just don't show it on the internet. But it's like, why would I get mad at a whole ass nigga doing it? It's just a bitch nigga on the internet doing that type of weak is. That's why y'all don't see me lose my cool for it. I just get them out of here because they just speaking some extra ish to catch our attention. Them niggas don't even believe what they say. You can't, like, it's like you lose cool points to even get mad at a nigga like this. So I kind of use them for the show now. With Alpo's situation, I don't care which side y'all pick. I didn't do this video to give Alpo a parade. I still don't respect that he told on everybody. I feel like what he did to Wayne Perry was foul, and I stand on that. If y'all want to know how I feel, go watch all my videos. Go watch my old ones on it, and then you'll see how I started changing over the years. Like, damn, nobody give a damn. In fact, folks even got mad at me, so my videos started changing to the point where, okay, then all right, I'm gonna call him King Alpo. I'm gonna say he run this area, he run that, and I started talking spicy because it's like, okay, niggas on a different type of time, so I'm gonna twist it up and switch it up. Facts. Long before he died, I did that, and I'm not gonna be fake now. Rest in peace to him. I'm like, okay, I see what it is. He the real wolf. He's a snitch, but he's still the wolf. Shout out to Big Bank from Atlanta who said the different type of snitches. They're silverback snitches. A nigga that'll kill you and say he snitched on, bro. That's different, bro. Like Florida Jit like saying in the chat, that's tough. That's tough, bro. A nigga that proudly say he told on you, and I don't say I respect that, but I'm telling you, niggas was shook about that. Niggas didn't get around talking and saying all this. I'm just seeing a whole lot here now, bro. Hey, y'all, exactly, man. Shout out to Rico World. Everybody hit up this platform with 100 million likes right now. That's all I'm asking for, bro. Long live Daniel Hernandez. I'm not saying all that. I don't support 6ix9ine. I don't get mad at 6ix9ine. He ain't got nothing to do with me. Y'all seen me interview people who's connected to 6ix9ine. Y'all seen me close with people who's around 6ix9ine as far as interviews and doing my journalist shit. And I came to the conclusion, like, you know what? First of all, 6ix9ine ain't nothing for me to give a damn about. Of course I don't prove what he did. What am I supposed to do? Fake an anger like I give a fuck? That's y'all problem. I don't support 6ix9ine at all, bro. But I'm supposed to jump into every day. I'm supposed to lose sleep because a nigga with rainbow hair called 6ix9ine done told on the whole gang. Like, what the fuck that got to do with me? Why even make him a celebrity now? You feel me? Why I gotta start promoting for him? Y'all want me to be making 100 videos about this nigga? If you ever see his name on my platform, it's cause like a Whack 100 was around him or academics. I don't really look for 6ix9ine. I don't even know if he does music anymore. Like what for niggas who say they don't like 6ix9ine, shout out to Florida Jit. Y'all sure want me to promote this nigga like left and right. You hear me? Like, nah, I don't, bro. I don't give a fuck. I feel like Treyway slip up the bag. You done found a nigga that was gonna let you eat for like how much years now, bruh? Crump said dudes in Chicago killed 2 dudes and put them on you. Damn, rest in peace to Crump. Damn, that sound crazy. I done heard both sides told me shit like that. Yeah, Chicago, you gotta be smart to survive out there, bruh. Like, damn, it's treacherous, but I think every neighborhood is like that. The whole hoods is like that, though. You can't trust any. I think my block did some shit like that before, I think. I ain't gonna go deep on that, but that's everywhere, bro. I ain't gonna just put that on Chicago. I done seen that on my block too before, you feel me? Nigga got his hand dirty on this and the other side got in trouble for it. Damn, it's like you got a 2 for 2, you feel me? Damn, that's creep, but it's the art of war. I don't know, I'm gonna fall back from that, my personal opinion on that. But it's like, yeah, dog, like this whole thing is, I mean, he's gonna live on forever because of this whole story, bro. This thing is like a 300 movie episode waiting to happen. We got paid in full. They about to do a mini series about 20 movies in the next 40 years. We talking about. We're not talking about right now. In the next 40 years, it will be at least probably. I'm not gonna say 20 movies. In 40 years, you're gonna get at least 7 movies, if not more. You feel me? You're gonna get probably. In 40 years, probably 800 or let me not exaggerate. All right, at least 300 documentaries in a 40-year time, which is way too much. You're gonna get, shout out to Annie V, you're gonna get the blockbuster movie, you know, is gonna be made. The real one, like the movies, I'm just talking about DVDs and like Netflix, but I'm talking about a blockbuster movie in theaters. You're gonna get a good one in that. Then you gonna get, cause bro, niggas gonna be like, oh, that's a movie you gonna wanna stare at. Y'all want me to lie about a movie that's out here already called Paid in Full. So if I'm a rat for loving the stories, or not what he did, but you know, watching it. Clearly you like it if you watching it, just like I'm talking about it. So here's how I catch all these F-boys in the room. Nigga, all I need to ask you a question is, did you watch Paid in Full? If you said you watched Paid in Full, shut your dumb ass up with that. Nigga, y'all done messed up what a snitch means now, bro. I can't, educational purpose, I can't say what I was about to say because of YouTube. You niggas done messed up for everything. You say prayers for Queen's Flip. I don't know what's going on with Queen's Flip, but prayers for Queen's Flip. I hope he's all right. Shout out to my Caribbean brother in the room. If something going, I haven't been paying attention to Flip like that, but if something going on with him, I hope everything all right with him. Salute the Flip, the innovator. He is a creator out here. And I salute that man. And I know he kind of low key close too. I think he did a video. Y'all should go subscribe to Queen's Flip channel. I think he did a video saying the last words of Alpo. He knew. Alpo knew what he was getting himself into. You see what I'm saying? Alpo kind of moved different, bro. Like, shout out to Annie V again. Alpo, like, he knows these expectations, bro. Like, who lost, bro? The stories are fascinating. I'm not gonna say it's fascinating for me, Starlight, because the story of a rat is not fascinating, but it is. Well, I don't know how to. Maybe what I'm saying does compare to fascinating. You feel me? It's like interesting. You dig? It's like, damn, bro. It's like all the real street movies I watch, even though I don't believe in what none of these niggas did, but I want to see movies like that. You feel me? Like we don't got no more directors who can direct a good movie. There's no more good writers, bruh. So a movie like this will keep my interest, because all I do is watch YouTube, and I don't even watch Netflix though. I download movies and shit. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I can't say that is not. It is, bro. It's one of them movies gonna make his family live forever. He say live by the gun, die by the gun. Yeah, that's a fact. Even your mouth too. If you live by your mouth, pause. You're gonna die by your mouth, depending on what you say out here. I know I done say a couple of things too. I just gotta know what it is. I mean, even though I don't try to, you feel me? Life is life, bro. Like you gotta, I don't know how to explain it, man. Like I ain't never thought of the world as this peaches and cream, man. Shout out to my mom and pops, and shout out to my neighborhood, bro. I just always knew it was. I mean, every day, like, bro, the fact I'm this age, bro, if 100 kids about to have another one, I hope I get to see the birth of this one or longer and more. But, you know, the world is crazy, bro. I be like, damn, I made it this long, bro. Flip kills me. I can't lie. He's funny as fuck. Yeah, Flip funny as fuck, bro. He's the one who made the thing more funny, and he made it more street. So he's a nigga that could be himself. You know, he had a T-Mobile deal. I remember when he was younger. You know, shout out to I think it was Nitty or Webby. I can't say the dude, the producer's name he was connected to. You know, he changed the game for people to eat. Him, Tommy, Star to Rain. I don't care if y'all like these people or not. I just like giving respect. These people actually changed the game for this sector of YouTube for dudes to eat if you in a certain sector. You know what I mean? 9 shots in the mouth. Alpo, Ratatouille. Damn, y'all going in the chat. Hey, chat going crazy, bro. Let me play what Alpo said to the people who now
still did 25 years. So what did that tell you? I'm not promoting being a rat, being a government witness. I'm promoting you get locked up, you do what you gotta do. I know someone more in there 50, 60 years right now. I know people who I talk to, they say, listen, this, that, and other. Listen, you do what you got to do. I don't promote being a rat government witness. I promote do you. Because the code of the streets, that's where you're going to get hooked up at. Because there is no code. Because what code is that you kill your mother or your mother because you trying to get at him? I didn't live by that code.
Okay.
So where the code at? I need the rule book.
All right. But that's what I'm saying. I want me and you to sit down and do a full-blown joint where you defend what you say. I want you.
Hey, message to all the trolls. If you're going to go in the chat room and say a corny-ass joke that I'm confused and don't even know what you meant by it, adding a laughing emoji does not help it to become more better. It just make you look a weird nigga. Create another account and write something better, G. Salute to you. Let's go back to this.
To defend. Listen, no.
I'm gonna walk and on my truth. And because at the end of the day, you call me a rat, government witness, whatever. Don't ever forget,
you're a
I'm
man.
still a man.
You know what I mean? But that's where I'm at. So, you know, I want us to sit down because I want the youth to really hear both sides, how this thing is played out. I don't want them to, because if you don't, then use a rat and use a this and use a that. You understand what I'm saying?
For the youth, man.
Yeah.
For the youth again. Yeah. I'm not promoting being no rat. I'm not promoting being the biggest thug in the street. I'm promoting do what you gotta do and be the best at it. Don't be government witness, fuck the rat shit and all that. I'm not promoting that. Don't ever think I'm promoting that. I'm promoting I did what I had to do for me. And I stand on it because I'm a man.
Now, that's why I'm sitting here talking to him, because there need to be clarity, man. I'm here now. You understand? There need to be clarity. And like I said, from what I know of him from back in the days, and what I heard him back in the days, you understand? He always been a man to be articulate, to say what he feel and stand on what he stand.
Shout out to Bunk Bizzle in the chat. Salute to Two.
And that's it.
Let's talk about.
Hold on. Let me see where somebody made a comment at to read something. Yeah, salute to everybody in here. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I'm not mad at nobody in this. Whoever Alpo snitched on or was around, y'all handle that. Y'all do that. If y'all did do that, it is what it is. I'm not gonna be here crying for Alpo. Y'all want it to be something that it ain't. We just literally going over the F-boys in the room, proving our point, and the point was made. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I'm sitting back like, I just don't want to say it's a street nigga yet, but we all guilty like Alpo, not snitching or nothing like that, but we guilty like, bro, you can move to the burbs, bro. You're gonna catch yourself in the hood all day, and sometimes you'll ask yourself, what am I doing here, bro? Like, and you don't feel no fear. I'm not acting like you're not scared of things, because you know anywhere you go, you could get dropped. But you catch yourself in the block like, what am I still doing here? And some wild shit going on, and you know you could get, locked up or this and that, and you still chilling out here, bro. And it's like, I just learned something, bro. That environment become like your habitat, your way of life. It's all you know. Even if they, bridge you to somewhere else, bro, and you go across that bridge, you always gonna cross the bridge to go back, bro. Your house is your house at the end of the day, bro. You said who was Alpo talking about on the video? On the video, Alpo is talking about to all the people who was calling him a rat and everything like that. So he was saying that he's not, even he himself said he don't support rats. So I gotta give him, not respect, but I gotta give him like, all right, I see you. At least he can still live by the honor code, even though he didn't, I mean, not live by it, because he damn sure didn't live by it, but he respects the honor code. No, I can't even say that part, but he understands it. I think that's better. He understands the honor code, and you don't need to tell him he effed up. It sounds like he know he did. You feel me? And he says, you come tell me that, and he's talking spicy. He's saying, yeah, he rat, and you come to him, and you come do what you want to do. Somebody said he wanted to die in Harlem. Maybe so, Erica. You know what I mean? Maybe he was being haunted every day. You know, he seems like a dude who's calculated. He's a dude who know what he getting himself into, and he seems very smart. You feel me? Somebody said 6ix9ine next. Let's not even do that. We're talking about Alpo. I'm not about to compare Alpo and 6ix9ine. Cause I don't know. That's like if one of your cousins snitch and you want to compare him to Alpo. Really? Are they equal? Come on, let's just be honest, gang. You feel me? Let's just be honest with ourselves. There's no equation here. It's not even close to being the same thing. So let's just be more humble to the fact that that's just 6ix9ine situation. We can't compare the two. At least if I'm just, you know, tweaking, let me know. But I don't compare the two at all. Not that part. Hell no. Hell to the nah. But my situation and definition of looking at any of this is Alpo got the vested dreams he wanted. He is the man he is now. I mean, rest in peace to the fallen. That's the most I can say right now, y'all. Look, I'm gonna go hard in the paint and make more videos. I don't want to chase the cloud. We've been on here for 2 hours and 45 minutes. I should have do phone calls. What I'll do is, ew, dog, did you really say my educational purpose bussy lit? Bruh, you disgusting, dog. Like, I wish you could do something more than block somebody in the chat room, bruh. Like, I try to leave off on it. You just almost fucked up my high, bruh. I'm about to roll up another one as like, bruh, did you just write that whole ass shit in the chat, bruh? Out of everything to say, did you just say my educational purpose bussy is lit? Bro, what straight nigga even writes that, bro? Like, why would you write that in the... I don't want to talk on this subject. Salute to everybody. We welcome everybody on this platform. We don't have nothing negative against anybody here. Salute to everybody, man. I guess this the new world, man. I got to live with it. It is what it is, man. Salute to this new world. Y'all have a blessed day, man. Yeah, Shavi D, I don't know. It's a crazy world. Borkus said, Mr. Maku, why you kill me for? Tommy Jack talking. He zest out. Shout out to Brian Huston. He said he zest out. Salute the humble warrior. Nika Shaw Vaughn. Oh, I don't know what he wrote, but he retracted his statement. Florida just said, gotta put him on timeout. Nah, not timeout, not block. We need something more extreme than timeout and blocks, bruh. Cause he a goofy. Hold on, let me keep reading this. You wrote, he wants us. No, pause, man. Come on, real, right, bruh? Like, even what you just wrote was suspect. If you want me to keep, bruh, like what you wrote was Nas, bruh. Like that, you niggas is wild, bruh. Like I'm gonna put you in this category, real, right? I don't believe you are real, right? If you just wrote that he wants to smoke Osmo, I ain't even read the rest of that, bruh. Like you niggas is. Damn, bro. Oddvo, bro. These are niggas riding this, bro. Shout out to Lonzy. Florida Jit said he needs some milk. Terry World 36 said he didn't hide. Yeah, he was out in the open. Hey, salute to y'all who out in the open, bro. I ain't even mad, bro. Shout out to Bump Bizzle. Say I'm from Baltimore. Salute to you. Ryan, be cool and salute to my dude. That pole pack in the lungs. Shout out to Jay Brooklyn. Justin the Alpha said streets is getting more grimy. Yeah, the streets is never right. I don't expect it to get better. You feel me? We're in a pandemic and a bandemic. So yeah, the streets is hungry right now. Stay dangerous. Wanna be my Zest best is nah, that shit was different. In fact, on that note, I gotta leave, man. Look, man, rest in peace to all the fallen and salute to all the living. I feel like that. Hey, shout out to all my Chicago folks out there. Definitely shout out to Duty Low in them. Shout out to Duck in them. Rest in peace to Von and Duck. I mean to say. Shout out to all the sides. I don't pick no sides. I want to see all you niggas out here get your money. Stay safe and dangerous at the same time. Hell, and stay blessed up, prayed up. All of y'all in the chat. Come back tonight. We're gonna do another live. Somebody said, hey yo, pull your skirt. Bro, you disgusting, bro. You lucky, bro. And you too, we gotta follow guidelines. So I'm gonna follow the guideline and just nicely block you, nigga. This Alfonso nigga just wrote, bro. I'm thrown off, bro, by like I know there's no way I could adapt. So I'm not gonna say nothing mean, bro. I can't adapt to what the new world is, bro. Michael Scott say Packademic. Shout out to Michael Scott. Kevin Moore said it's a shame he did damn near 30 years just to die out and die. I mean, it depends to the eye of the beholder. To me and you, it's a shame. I agree with you. But I guess if you ask Alpo, he gonna say he lived the way he wanted to live. You feel me? Regina said, keep your head up and keep your eyes open. Don't blink. That's a fact, Regina. South said, with trolls wild. Shavi said, I'ma tune in the next time. Salute to all of y'all, man. Stay blessed, y'all. Justin said, Harlem, New York took a big W today. New York street gang culture looking good, tough right now. Hey, I ain't got nothing to say to that, bro. You know, I'ma laugh because I ain't got no ties in this. Shout out to you, though. New York don't play. 6ix9ine waiting to get clapped. Next, shout out to Suffering County, Old 31. E said chill with he crazy remarks. Chill, respect academics. Academics the gold. Yeah, I ain't got no hate for academics. Salute to DJ Ack, another innovator. Even though I disagree with a lot of whole shit he did with Chicago, I still stand on that. But, you know, he doing what he's doing as a journalist now. Salute to that man, academics. Would change you. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to all the Crips and the Bloods, the GDs, the Vice Lords, the BDs. Look, all the gangs know my only issue with some of them is a certain thing I say, but they know I'm not one of the people who go in on them, because I always tell y'all everything is a gang. So who am I to hate on this nigga here? Or everything is a gang, bruh. The niggas you ride with, do licks with, or whatever, I just call that your gang, bro. Whatever you rep, bruh. I rep my hood all the way, and if you want to call that, it is what it is, bruh. So other than that, pack out. It's a pack out day. Rest in peace to all of y'all. Blessings to all of y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Shout out to Florida Jet, everybody in the chat, all my moderators, the new moderators. One love to all of y'all. You're a basic YouTuber, but you keep following me. Salute to Erupt Underground Entertainment. I'm basic. You can't be a nigga that say basic, nigga. That was spicy as hell. I hope you a female, bruh. Like, you niggas is tweaking, bruh. It's a new generation, bruh. Hey, I blocked you and you still gonna create a account because secretly I control you. I own you. This is satire. No hard feelings. No hard. Hey, let me go, bro. I'm about to turn up right quick. He ain't eating nothing. I can't eat except the Kardashians was. Shout out to Shaw VD. Hey, Shaw VD, come for like a little bit more lives so you can get that wrench. I like your vibes up in here. That nigga 6ix9ine is protected by the Illuminati. You know, you might be right. I believe them folks is watching 6ix9ine. You know, me and you think alike. Barbie Norris said, a grown ass man like you not. A grown ass man like you, you're not. Oh man, nigga, I can't even read what you writing. I just hear bitch nigga shit. Shut up, nigga. Hop off my dick. Educational purpose. David Menez said, time to wake the F people up. Stay up. Facts. Do your thing, blood. Shout out to Julius. East Harlem in the building. Glunt Gee say 2 hours, you good to get my attention. Shout out to Glunt Gee. Facts say long live Danny Hernandez. Hey, y'all got me rolling, bro. I'm about to smoke good. I gotta come back tonight. Top notch. Fuck with. Shout out to Top Notch Entertainment. If that's what you're talking about, that's my bro. Hey, I gotta roll me up. I think I am coming back tonight. I'm gonna make a couple of uploads. Y'all got me rolling, bro. Like, see, it's hard for me to get off because I'm a chat room nigga. Even if I don't say y'all names, I be reading them chats like a month. Look, I ain't these whole ass niggas on YouTube who be like, I don't read the chat. Nigga, I came from the chat room. I read every single comment, nigga. I read every single damn comment, bruh. So, you know, y'all could get on me if I ever lie and say I don't read the comments. I do read the comments, bro. Shout out to Washington Heights in the building. Que paso, papi? Que paso, mami? Whatever, if you're a dude or a girl, salute to you, man. Shout out to all the Boricuas. Shout out to all the Dominicans. All the Jamaicans over there. All my Yardies, all my Americans, Black Americans, whites, Asians. Everything, because New York is well diverse. I'm basically trying to give love to all them New York folks in that area. Keep your heads up. If it's crazy down here, I know it's crazy for y'all too. So stay blessed to all of y'all, man. You feel me? So yeah, Haiti the GOAT. Haiti West, I'm getting some. You already know. But